Well, hello, hello, hello. We finally made it live.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, it's been such a long, long time.
It has indeed. Where's Kina?
I don't know. Keena being so shady. She's so shady.
Oh, goodness.
Um, Actually, we were just all on the phone together, so I don't know if she's Actually, we were texting, so I don't know if she's still being shady or not.
That's funny.
But so, what has your week been like? How's your break been? I've been bedridden all time, so.
My
How
week
was your
has been
Christmas break? Hi, Stephanie. Hi,
busy.
Roseanne.
Hello, everybody. My Christmas break, and we didn't get a break. So we
Oh,
worked, but we had Christmas off, and we did get to work from home. So went to the office on Monday, worked from home Tuesday, had Wednesday off, worked from home Thursday, and then I went back to the office on Friday only because my fish is there. Gilbert is out at my office, so I needed to feed him and make sure he was okay and get. Otherwise, I would have just stayed home and worked from home on Friday. But I didn't want my fish to go like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 days without interaction. That's not nice for that little guy. He didn't deserve that.
exactly.
So it was good though because Mr. Trent came over, picked me up in his brand new fucking car,
Oh, that's nice.
and,
What we
and
got? What we got? What we got?
he got a Chevy Equinox.
Oh, okay. Those are nice.
Yeah,
I like those.
it's 2025 black red trim. It is a very nice car. It's a very nice car. He
They
deserved
are
it.
nice.
He works really hard, so he deserved it.
It's nice. When just before we cut out, you said that Lolo's closed. I remember they did a post and said they were gone. And
Yeah,
I think I told you because I ended up going to the one in Scottsdale, and it's okay. It's not great.
which is funny because Trent prefers the one in Scottsdale over the one in because we went and his fish was bad and then his mac and cheese was bad this one time and he's like, that's it, one time.
The fish wasn't that great when I went to the one in Scottsdale. They seasoned it different, and I'm not a person who likes a lot of garlic, and that must be the primary seasoning that they use in Scottsdale is the garlic seasoning. I
Gotcha.
don't hate it. It's just not my favorite.
Gotcha. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, if you guys have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat. St. Augustine, Stephanie, I see you on the list, and Roseanne, I see you on the list. Actually, let me pin you to the list. Hey, Miss Wendy, how are you? Happy New Year. Haven't seen you in so
Right?
long. I hope you had a wonderful New Year and that this year is even better than last year. Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. I went walking today. This is 2 days in a row, so I've been outside.
Whoop.
Hi, Viv.
Hello, everybody. Oh, my glasses are
Hi,
disgusting.
Sarah. Okay, Miss Wendy, got it.
That is not a glass cleaner. Is it dirty or does it need my lens? Is just crashed. I don't know anymore.
Well, you know my favorite glasses. Keena broke them because she's trying to be Incredible Hulk and broke my glasses.
Lord, no, I did not know.
All the rest of my glasses are inferior to that one pair, and I've never found another pair that looked as good as that one pair that I got from the Dollar Tree.
So I just got an Uber Eats order and I tipped the girl like $2, but I usually tip them more after they deliver because if I have to tell them how to get to my fucking house after I've been descriptive, I don't tend to tip more. And I can't figure out on this Uber app how to tip her more. because I hardly use Uber Eats. But I got a $50. Hello, Sarah. I got a $50 gift card from one of the vendors for Christmas.
Oh, okay. I never use Uber Eats. I don't trust those people.
I don't care, so
And not in a bad way. I prefer to go out again. Like I'm the person who gets out the car and goes in. I don't really like
get
I'll do
the food.
drive
Oh,
through, but I prefer to get out the store, go in and look at you while you make my food. Like if you go poison me, you need to look me in my eye while you poison me.
review receipt. I don't need to review receipt. I don't know how to tip this poor girl anymore. I wish I would have had some cash, but I paid off the Arcadia.
Oh, really? That's
I
good. Oh, wow. It was like a couple
Yeah.
$1,000s more that you owe, right? Hey, that's a good accomplishment. Go
Yep.
ahead and knock that right on off your list. Boop, done. 2025, one thing done.
One. So let me tell you the story. I had I did not get I can't say I didn't get a Christmas bonus. So my HOA did not give me a Christmas bonus. So my company gave me gift cards for Amazon, like $250 for Amazon. So that's how I bought everybody's Christmas gifts, the kids and so forth. So and then I bought myself a Ninja blender because
Kena wants one of those
I
blenders. So she wants a slushy maker. I said, Kena, you don't even drink. It's a waste of time. You can just go and get a slushy for 99 cents.
we have a troll. Hello, Michael. Hello, Miss Tina. So we have a troll. Angel Smith is a troll.
So I blocked her on Restream. Now I have to go into Hi Christine into my Facebook and block her.
So one of my vendors who I work with contacted me and said, "Hey, we need you to stop by our office because I do cleansings on their office." Yeah, I do cleansings on their office, and the first time I did a cleansing and on the first, and did the whole cinnamon and peppermint, and their business increased. And then the next month I did it again on or around the first for them. So the first time they paid me $150. The second time they paid me $400. This time they gave me $1,000.
Oh, wow.
So I used that $1,000, contacted GMC, and I settled for $925 to
That's
pay off
good. Don't you love when you don't have to use your own money?
Yes. And then the next day I got a flat tire and I had to buy 2 tires.
Mm.
And yes, Michael, I did accidentally ship my blender to you.
The lady that is trolling y'all can report her. I don't have to be the only one. You can just report her for like unsolicited comments or whatever. I blocked her from both streams, so hopefully I caught her. But you guys can report her if you like, if she's bothering you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are you ready to get reading?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the first person on the list is Stephanie St. Augustine. Stephanie, are you ready? Then Roseanne, then Viv, then Sarah Light. All right. In that order. Someone said, did you get the right tire, the right size tires put on there?
I did not get the right size tires put on there. They didn't have my size. So it's causing problems with my differential. And they're supposed to fix that on Monday.
Oh, I was gonna say, so what do you have, those big gigantic tires on there where you have to climb in there like on the ladder?
No, they're 1 inch bigger, and because I have a 4-wheel drive, it's fucking up the transmission, the shifting of my vehicle.
Okay.
What the hell?
Michael, you're on the list. You guys just type your question. Don't ask,
Hello.
can you have a reading? That's what we're here for, to do readings. Just type your question in there. And don't say, can I ask a question? Just ask the question. Okay? All right. So, Stephanie, you didn't
Okay.
say, you didn't list a question. You just said, can I be on the list? So I assume you want a general. You can go ahead and go first, Miss Terry Berry.
Okay. So I get the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts tells me that you are, there's a soulmate connection, like you are looking for, or you may have found your ideal soulmate. The Six of Hearts tells me the Six of Hearts, the six is about pathways. Hearts are cups, cups are love, relationships, and family. What is this telling me? So this is telling me about a loyalty, stamina, unity, faith, um, in a relationship. So that's what you're looking for. And then I got the Six of Diamonds. It's talking about making good decisions. Okay. Even though your question is very general, your question is about love. Your question is about finding the person, or if the person that you currently have in your life is your soulmate, is your person. Because this is all about, like, did I make the right choices? Is this my person? Am I destined to find this person, or when I'm going to find this person? Or do you have a person, or what are they saying? You are looking for this person, and I'm feeling that as if this person is going to be within your life in the next 6 months or so. Let's pull another card. I get the Four of Clubs. So the clubs tell me that there's potential in growth. Clubs are about business, work, careers. It's not always about business. Yes, I've been calling in divine, calling in my divine counterpart. Perfect. So I'm feeling that that is going to be happening. And I got a bunch of sixes. So I'm thinking like 6 weeks or 6 months, more along the 6 month side of it. But it's definitely about bringing in that love for yourself. My thought for you is, don't forget to love yourself. And I have found, when Angie beat me to a pulp, that loving myself was made it easier to find somebody that I wasn't even looking for at the time. Um, Having that love for myself was able to radiate it out, and that in itself became attractive to other people. Because I'm telling you, when I stopped looking for somebody, somebody came to me, and it's her fault,
I
100%
sound so
her
wise,
fault.
don't I? When Sherry Gary described me, I
Ugh.
sound so wise. I am not that wise. Don't believe it. I probably was just like,
she
shut the hell up. No, I'm not that wise.
she was telling me, why do I, she was like, you need to shut the hell up, and you need to stop blah 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 blah, because you're just, you say that you want love,
Sound
but
like a
you're not
little
ready for
old
love. Your heart
sage
is
that just
closed
be
off.
walking around just touching people and making daisies grow up and just, oh my gosh, no, I'm not. Okay, so Miss Stephanie, did she answer your questions, Sherry?
Yes. So I really do think that this person, this other part of you that you're manifesting in, keep doing it, keep loving yourself, because it looks like it's coming. Oh yeah, I got a new deck. So it looks like it's coming.
You know I like all black, dressed in all black like the omen. Um,
You know I like it all
okay.
black.
I'm not even gonna comment.
All right. I
At
hope
what
that helps
time?
you, Miss Stephanie. Even though the man says I can't cook,
I just
he's never eaten anything I've
but
cooked.
it's so inappropriate. So inappropriate. Miss Saint Augustine, what happened to your question? Wait, where'd it go? What the hell just happened? Oh, okay. So, okay, so this is what I saw. They showed me two little littles. You have two or three little littles, children, and they're out having a fun. They are out having fun. Like they already have on like their little
How is this
life
12?
vest or the little donut that you put on to play in the water. They have that on, and they're trying to have fun, and you're fussing because you don't think that you've given them what they need. You don't think they're safe. You don't think that you're providing enough for them. So you're worrying about them. And so then they jump off the boat into the water to have fun. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be like a catastrophe. Like you're so worried about, are you providing for them? Are you giving them what they want? Are they okay? They're just having fun. They don't see it like that. They are just living their lives, and you're so worried about it that you're kind of frantically um you're making yourself frantic worrying about things that are okay. Like you're bringing in chaos that you don't need to have. Like they keep showing me the six of swords, which is usually somebody in a boat and they're going from chaos to calm, but you keep pulling the boat back to chaos. You keep pulling it back to chaos because you are so worried about, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be? Are the kids okay? Am I okay? Is everything going to be okay? And what they're saying is, yes, everything is going to be okay. You've survived everything that's come your way. That's one thing I'm being told to say. You've survived everything that's come your way. Every problem you've had, you've survived it. None of them have taken you out, and none of them have put you on your ass to the point where you couldn't come back. You've always survived. You always made it through. And so what they want you to know is that you're okay. You're moving forward. You are making the right decisions. Are you looking about buying a house? Because they keep showing me somebody who wants to like carve out their own little corner of land. You want to buy a house. You want them to have their own yard. You want them to have something that you want to have a legacy that you can leave for them. And you're so worried about, am I doing it right? Am I making the right decisions? And your higher power is saying, keep on going. You're doing it. You're doing it. We are right behind you. We are rooting for you. What changes do you want to make in 2025 that you didn't get, that you did, that are different than 2024? How do you want to proceed with this life? Because you did pretty good in 2024. How do you want to make 2025 better? What are the goals that you have already set for yourself? How much money do you want to save? How much more do you want to make? How much more of a raise do you want? Where is it that you want to live? What new car do you want? They're showing me every single thing that you want, but you're too afraid to say, because I don't want to wish upon a star and then my star dies and falls out of the sky and I don't get what I wish for. They're saying go ahead and speak it into existence. Everything that you see, these cars, they all started in somebody else's head. It was a thought in somebody's head. And they said, hey, this is what I think. And that's so funny that we got this because it's the Page of Cups. And what's on there? A little pig flying. That means it's the unimaginable. One thing that you thought would never happen, it could happen when pigs fly. It's your it's you receiving a message that, hey, that thing that you thought was never going to happen, here it is, it's happening. Be it love, be it buying a house, be it buying a new car, be it getting a new job, be it moving to a whole nother state, whatever it is, it's coming. Do you see it? When pigs fly, right up there. It's something that you never thought would happen, but it's coming. And they're saying stay focused on the thing, on where you want to be, not where you're trying to get from. Stop looking at the past. Well, had I done this, I would have made a better decision. You can't change any of that. Moving forward, focus on where you want to be. I want to own this house. I want to own this car. I want to make this much money. I want to save this much money. How do I get it there? So that's what they're saying. You need to look forward to what you want and not back on what you can't change. You are doing a magnificent job. The kids are happy. Stop worrying about if they're happy. They love you. They know you're providing for them. When you're sad, they can sense your sadness. Don't think the kids don't know. They can sense your sadness. Continue to move forward in what you wanted to do. Continue to build your career the way you want it to go. You are right on track. You just have to be determined to set your goals. So what they want you to do, 5 goals that you want to set for the year 2025 and write them down. Whatever it is, however outlandish it could be. One of mine is to lose 20 pounds. That's one of my goals. I want to lose 20 pounds. So that's on my list. I want to get this new truck that I want. That's on my list. I want to have this much money in my account at the end of the year. That's another thing on my list. I want a job that pays me to travel. So that's on my list. And my fifth thing, I haven't really decided yet. Oh, I want to travel more with a partner. So you see how I put those things out there, but I'm not dwelling on there. Every night I'm not going to them and saying, well, who is he going to be? Am I going to meet him at Starbucks if I go to Starbucks? Am I going to meet him at Fry's if I go to Fry's? When am I going to meet this person? I put it out there and I let it go. And I know it's easier said than done, but I also ask, how can I do this productively? Do you think I love sitting here while I'm on this medical break and I can't do nothing? I ask my guys, how do I wait productively? How do I rest productively? What can I do to make this time that I'm off work productive, whether it be metaphysically, whether it be spiritually, whether it be physically? How can I make this productive? So that's all you have to do is figure out how can you move forward productively? You are doing fine. You are great. I know you want to know all the answers, and they will come to you one by one by one. You have to slowly allow them to give you the answers. They will give you the answers as you need them. You want to know it all up front. Oh, well, his name is going to be Joe. I'm going to meet him at the supermarket on the 3rd of September when I go in there in a red dress, and he going to be buying a gallon of milk. You're going to always be looking for that person. Every man that's in the supermarket buying a gallon of milk, you're going to think is a woman. This is why I don't like to tell people what their spouse's name is going to be, what they're going to look like, or what month it is, because everybody who kind of sort of fits that bill, you want to help fade along and be like, well, he was buying milk, so he got to be the one. He may not be the one, or she may not be the one. However it goes, you have to go with the flow. Your higher power can see the whole picture. You can only see what's coming up on the horizon. Allow them to navigate you to what you want. Set your intentions and allow them to navigate you to where you want to be. All right. So, all right, Miss Stephanie, I hope that helped you out. I hope that gave you all the insight that you need. Miss Roseanne, you're next. Then Viv, then Sarah, Michael, and Liz Angel 79. Oh, and Tanya Hikes. Got you on there too. All right.
And did you get Christina?
No, I did not. Where's she at?
She's
Oh,
at she's
I
at
would
just
love.
now she
Okay,
posted.
cool.
But Christina, we don't charge. Yeah, if you want to donate, we're happy to take your
You're
money.
welcome, Miss Stephanie. Stay focused on where you want to go. What is your goal tonight? What is your thing tonight? 5 things that you want for 2025 so that you can check them off. Just like I told Sherry before we got online, and she was like, oh, I paid off such and such. Check that right on off your 2025 list. Done and done. That's one thing accomplished. And she wasn't even thinking that, like, that hadn't even been put on her list. It was already done. So she already accomplished one of her goals for 2025. I'll take it. Take that as a win, as a win, as a win, as a win. And you have a little artist and a little dancer. Are they two different people? Is one of your children an artist and one of them a dancer? Or is the artist and the dancer the same person? Nurture that in that person, the one that likes to dance and the one that likes to do artwork. Nurture that in both of them because it is going to definitely help them in their future. They are the artist is very good and the dancer is just a diva. I feel like is a diva. All right. So the next person, who did I say? Oh, Roseanne. All right, here we go, Roseanne. Now, Christine, I got you on the list. All right, so go ahead, Miss Sherry Berry.
Okay.
I must say my hair looks nice and thick and dark. Did you just dye it?
I
It's
colored
so
it
shiny.
about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, right after Christmas, I think. But yeah, I actually, yes, your hair looks
It does look
amazing.
good.
If y'all don't know, when I like dye, kick the bucket, whatever, Angie gets my hair for her
Thank
wig.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Now you all
So
saw
I
it
try to
live on this recording, so I don't want to hear no stuff when I go to the morgue and be like, hey, go ahead and shave that. They better not be giving me no problems. I'm be like, he already said it. Here go the video right here.
Oh, hey, Jonathan, and Jonathan's my cousin. Candy Wanshell is my sister. So y'all know because you haven't heard, but Haley's getting married. My daughter is
Oh
getting
my
married
gosh, when? This year?
in July or August. She just told me on
Oh,
Thursday.
is it
So
Tennessee? Is it down in Tennessee? Missouri. Okay.
Missouri might as well be Tennessee. I don't fucking know.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I don't really like
Yeah,
planning weddings, but I mean, I'll be excited for everybody else.
I ain't planning. I ain't planning shit.
Listen, I will happily
She's called and
attend, but I
asked
am
me.
not coming.
She's called and asked me questions, and I'm just like, I'm not.
Jonathan, no, back up. Nope, 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 no. Back right on up. We done had this agreement for like years. She already know that's my hair. Mm-mm.
Get yeah, his name is Corey. She's been with him for a couple of years,
That
so
is so
it's good.
exciting.
I like Corey. Okay. Miss Roseanne, I got the 5 of Hearts for you. Fives are conflict. Hearts, again, are cups, which is love and relationships. So we're having this healthy growth in relationship and family that you've had or that you're striving for it. Then I got the Ace of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, which is money, luck, fortune, happiness, social circles, and home life. And this is saying that your abundances and money and new opportunities and good luck is coming towards you. Then I got the Four of Spades. The fourth is about uh, destinations. It feels as if the Four of Spades is the swords, which talk about suffering and heartache and change and woes, but it feels like you've been paralyzed. And I'm getting the word paralyzed, like you're frozen in fear, like you're afraid to move forward because you're either afraid of success or afraid of failure. And I think we try to talk ourselves into the fact that we are afraid of failing, but sometimes they're telling me you're afraid of success. Like you're like, well, if I put this out there and it doesn't work, but if I put this out there and it does work, but you use the fear of failure over your fear of success. Does that make any sense? Because I'm not understanding that. You have this fear, so you don't do anything instead of taking those steps and taking those chances to fail. Um, when you fail, you learn. When you succeed, you learn. But I learn more from failures than I do from my successes. And I'm not trying to project myself onto you. I'm just saying, like, this stuff, this money, this journey, these happy things are coming to you, but you have to act on them. You can't just be in fear and not move. That's, yeah, you feel lost. So you're just like this, like, what do I do? Um, yeah, I just feel that like immobilization. But Angie's got a great point. Those affirmations, that Dawn talks about and Angie talks about, those really do work. And putting down those goals and putting down, like, what do you feel lost about? Sorry, I had a hair in the back of my shirt. It was driving me nuts. Yeah, whatever. And so when you put down those things, like, what are you afraid of or what are you feeling lost about? And then, like, do some they're telling me to have you do automatic writing, and I don't know if you know what that is. When I do those things, I just start writing. My cat threw up today sucked, blah blah blah, and then I just write, and whatever comes out comes out. And you get those feelings out, you get those emotions out, and whatever it is that's going on in your life that's causing you those fears and feeling lost will come, and then you can see it all. And you're like, oh, well, that is so silly because there is a way to get there and a path to get there from. It's just taking the step forward to do it. When you do those writings, when you do those just free writing is more what I call it, free writings, then um, you're able to look at it, feel it, touch it. It's tangible. You can crumble it up. You can catch it on fire. You can stick it to a wall. You can throw darts at it. Whatever you need to do to demolish that lost and fearful feelings that you have and take control and power, take the power back, then you can move forward and all these abundances will come into you. Yes, because then I
I
get the Jack of Clubs. Go ahead, Angie.
Oh no, I was just say, I don't remember. I totally don't remember. Or
Okay.
I think I was about to agree, but I started typing at the same time, so I totally lost it.
So the Jack of Clubs tells me like you have a friend or another person in your life, sibling or mutual, somebody that has those mutual respects for you. They're also trying to be encouraging for you. Please listen to them. It may be a person that's a little bit younger than you, and you're thinking, well, what do they know because they're just young? But please listen to them. Um, I think it'll be really good for you. Yeah, I get it. Feeling like I have to move. I want to move. I have to move now because I gave notice. But my fear is like my credit is shot. I had a divorce. I had my car totaled. I wasn't able to pay for my car. So my credit score went from, you know, here to here. And let me tell you, my boyfriend jokes about it because anyway, uh, so now I have to go find an apartment and my credit is, so I feel lost. I feel overwhelmed. I feel afraid to apply and how much money I'm going to lose when I apply for apartments, but I still have to make those steps. I still have to. And in my mind, there's a specific apartment I want. And every day I'm like, I see myself in that kitchen. I see myself in that bedroom. I see myself in that den. I keep visualizing and working towards that apartment because I want that specific apartment. I don't care where it is in the complex. I just want that specific floor plan. So I keep visualizing that every day, even though I'm afraid to wait to spend the money to apply for it. So that's
And
my
when
suggestions.
I say I know what you're talking about. Listen, my guys had to bring me along step by step by step, one little bit at a time. Go get dressed, Angie. The day that I applied for my first apartment after my bank, or when I was going through a financial loss, they were like, go get dressed, Angie. And I was like, oh, I don't feel like getting dressed. And my sister was like, oh, it's a beautiful day. And they was like, go get dressed, Angie. I wouldn't go get dressed. I finally went and got dressed. They were like, so I'm scrolling through the internet and they showed me that this apartment has a 777 offer. $7 application fee, $7 to hold your apartment, and $7 for something else. It was 777. So I'm like, I'm still doubting it. My guy's pulling me along. They done showed me this online. They done told me to go get dressed. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Then they tell me go to this place. It was on Martin Luther King Day that I went. The lady was like, oh, we weren't even supposed to be open today, but my boss was like, if you go in today, I'll buy you Starbucks. And so she went in that day. I was her only person. She showed me the apartment. It was perfect. I applied for it. I got the apartment. I had to pay a little extra because my credit wasn't so great, but I followed the steps, a series of steps. First step, I had to get dressed. Second step, I found the ad online and for the apartment. Third, I went to meet the lady. Fourth, I applied. A series of steps. This is what I wanted. I had to take a series of steps to get to it. But had I never got dressed, I would have never went to go see the apartment. I would have never applied. I have to follow the directions that my guides are giving me, even when I don't want to, even when I think it's a bunch of stuff like, why are y'all telling me to get dressed? Like, where am I gonna go? I barely make enough money to get gas, and you want me to just get up and get dressed and be roaming around. Follow the series of steps that your guides are putting for you. Miss Roseanne, I'm gonna hurry up and run through this because Sherry Berry did an excellent job. And I remember what it was I was gonna say when she was in there. I was about to agree with her when she said you need to make a step. Because the image that I saw for you were you on a horse. I saw you on a horse, but you were facing the opposite direction. You were facing the caboose of the horse, and you were mad at the horse. You kept popping the horse on the butt, and you were mad because the horse wouldn't go backwards. And the horse knew the right direction to go. They're like, I'm not going that way. That's the wrong way. It's unnatural to go that way. I can't go backwards. So you wanted the horse to go your way, and the horse absolutely would not go backwards because horses don't run backwards. They're saying, I'm not going to run backwards. And so you were upset. So then what they showed me was you being worried. This is you tired, beat down. And this is your higher power saying you need to have that resilience. You need to hold on just a little bit longer. What you want is coming, but you're going in the wrong direction. You're looking the wrong way. What does Don always say? Your rear view mirror is smaller than your windshield for a reason. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing you can do with what's behind you. You need to look at what you're going toward. You're facing the wrong direction. You're concentrating on the wrong things. I'm surprised you didn't get a 5 of cups, because a 5 of cups would have been like you're concentrating on what you lost versus on what you still have. They want you to change your direction. Then I got the lover's card, and I heard you talking about maybe a relationship. I can't remember, but I got the lover's card, and I was like, okay, well, is this because
What are you
this person
setting to
is in a
zero?
relationship, or is this
What
because
are you
this
setting to
person
zero?
just needs to
Sage
make a
says
decision?
it's to
Because the
zero.
lovers can be a decision card or it can be a relationship. So then the queen of so they clarify that with the queen of pentacles, which is a very nurturing person. So this is a relationship, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but some kind of relationship that you're trying to nurture. That is a very intimate relationship, or that is coming your way that you're afraid of. Because what came up next was a cup, was an ace of cups, which means love is coming to you. There's a cup of love that is going to be offered to you, and it's brand new. So that's how they're showing it to me. But you are so afraid to make a decision that this is you. You've closed your eyes. You refuse to make a decision. And this is you just stuck in your thoughts, going over and over. Should I go left? Should I go right? If they tell you to go left, you're like, well, why do I have to go left? Why can't I go right? If they tell you to go right, you're like, well, what about yesterday? You told me to go left. You're asking the same question, but you're not taking any action. You're just re-asking the same question and afraid to take a step. They're like, you can go left or you could go right. Either way, you're going to circle around to the point where we wanted to get you there. It's just a different lesson that you're going to learn on the way there. Take the step, move forward, make an action, make a decision, and then an action. A series of steps that your guides want you to follow. Whether it's a dream, whether it's a song, whether it's a friend saying, hey, why don't you come out with me and go to this little blah, blah, blah. They want you to understand that you need to take an action. You need to move forward. So all of these things are coming to you. Um, you had a past relationship. Okay, so I do see that something is coming for you, because that's what that Ace of Cup is. This is love being offered toward you. And it does not have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could just be somebody offering you the love that you don't have, a hug. When I first met Sherry Berry, what did she do? Got my guides told me to give you a hug, because that's what I wanted, was a hug. We're not romantically involved, but my guys knew I needed a hug. So she offered me what I needed at that time, which was a hug. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
didn't know
So
that. She intimidated me. She would sit there in class and mad dog everybody. And I went over to her one day and I said, "Hey, I don't know you. Seen you in
and she
class."
gave me a hug. And that is exactly what I needed, was a hug. Because, and you know, that mad face, it was probably me saying, listen, guys, y'all know all I want is a hug. Like sometimes I just needed a hug. And there was nobody to give me that hug. And my sister Keena used to be like, I'll give you a hug. I don't want your hug. I know you can give me a hug every day. Anytime. Sometimes you just want your guides to know, and to bring that thing to you without you having to ask. I would have had to ask her for a hug. I didn't have to ask Sherry. They told her and gave it to me because it's what I needed. I didn't have to ask for it. They knew what I needed and they gave it to me. So what you need to do is to allow this love to come in. It doesn't have to be romantic, although it looks like it may be. Again, these two together, that's the lover's card coming, and that's this. As soon as I said something about relationship, what did you say? All my past relationships are horrible. So does that mean that every single day forward is going to be horrible? The first time I learned how to the first time I got on the bike, I fell off. Does that mean that every time I get on the bike, I'm going to fall off? You've had some bad luck. You know what? It's taught you what you don't like in a relationship. Now you have to seek what you do like. You know what you don't like. Now, what is it that you do like? What is it that you do want from a relationship? So that's what you have to concentrate on. Don't concentrate on the fact that all of them have been horrible. Because what did I say? You're on the horse, but you're facing the wrong direction. You keep thinking about everything that's happened to you. And I'm not saying be simple and just be like, oh, okay, well, I don't see anything. The red flags aren't there, but still be open to it. Don't come to this relationship being like, well, every time my ex texted me and told me he couldn't make it, he was cheating on me. You can't put that on somebody else. If you're not ready to be loved, then don't
Facts.
put yourself out there. Don't keep wishing for it. If you still need to be more healing, then don't do it. But if you are ready to be loved and to give somebody that chance, then open yourself up to it because it's here. Your heart is crying out, but your logic is saying, this person hurt me, so everybody's going to hurt me. And they're saying that's not true. So that's what I
That is
got for you.
exactly what she told me when I was. She's like, "What did you just say about your heart? You can't." Fuck. You said the same thing to me about don't be out there looking for love if you can't.
If you're not ready, like to give them a
You're
clean
not
slate.
ready.
You can't go in there and be like, oh, I'm ready to be loved. But I remember every time David used to every time David would say that he was working late, he was out cheating with somebody. So every time Michael said he's out working late, then he must be cheating on me. You can't. You have to give everybody, a clean slate. Like if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, don't let them run over you. But you have to know when you're ready to be able to get out there. And once she was ready to get out there, it just naturally happened. She wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to find love. Or where's it going to find it? What am I going to do? He just naturally appeared and it's been moving along since then. Is it always perfect? No, it's never always perfect. There's going to be highs and lows, but are you ready to move through those highs and lows?
That good?
Yeah,
I
thank you.
love that one. Oh, I love what she just said. I love this right here. You can't get to your future if you keep living in your past. There's nothing you can do about your past. Listen, 10-year-old Angie, ain't nothing I can do to change her. Ain't nothing I can do to make her life right. I have to move forward. You have to move forward. You're well on your way. You got a hug off a stranger. Exactly. Sometimes you just need a hug. And yeah, y'all see how she be treating me. I'm just saying, Keena, I can get a hug from you all the time. I didn't want your hug.
The other thing about Roseanne is, something I heard one time, and I don't know where I heard it, but it was like, if you keep dwelling in the past is depression, the future is anxiety. But if you live in your present, you don't have the depression and the anxiety. You don't have the depression of looking back in the past or the anxiety of looking at forward.
There you go. And it,
Yeah.
it coincided with everything Sherry Berry said because she was like, you need to take action. I'm like, oh my gosh. And that's why I got all discombobulated when she was like, what were you saying? Because I was about to agree with everything she said, but I wanted her to finish first. You need to just move forward. Stop being afraid to move forward. They show you in a doorway and you're about to step your foot out, but then you pull it back because what if it rains and I don't have an umbrella? What if a dog chases me and I can't run? What if you walk and you find $100 in the middle of the street? What if the
Yeah,
good
we did.
things happen versus the bad things? Exactly. What if the positive happens versus the negative? Concentrate on the things that you want. The car that I want, let me tell you, I'm telling you, when I go to my car, sometimes it be acting up, and I'll be like, all right, universe, I'm thank you right now for my new vehicle because if this vehicle is messing up, I know you got something new for me because ain't no way you gonna let me be without a vehicle when you know the things that I gotta do that requires a vehicle. So I'm thankful, even in the midst of the trouble, where I used to be like, oh my God, now I need new tires. Oh my God, I need this. But hey, I had the money to get it. Like Miss Sherry Berry, she could have been mad that she had got a flat tire and had to get 2 new tires. But you know what? She was happy and appreciative and grateful that she had the money to pay for it. And there you go.
Barely, barely,
Exactly. But she had it. But
barely.
she had it.
Um, so you said that you had lost your sister has passed and you feel lost because of that, but your sister doesn't really want you to stay in that state. She wants you to move forward. She wants you to be happy. It's like, think about her life and how she lived her life. And I'm thinking that she lived her life to the fullest that she could live it. She wants you to do the same thing.
So you think it's making your sister happy to sit there and not and just watch you be in misery? You think that's making her you think she can't see you just sitting there talking about I can't live my life? She like, I know I'm all great and everything. Like I know I'm perfect and I know I brought all the joy to your life, but remember me and who I was and carry that
Mhm.
forward. On my birthday, have the favorite cake that I have. On my cousin's birthday, the guy who used to do my hair, you know what I have? A shot of Bacardi because that was his drink. So I remember the good things that he done for me. No, I can't bring him back, but I still have to live my life because sitting here wasting my life isn't going to bring him back. None of them things are going to bring you back. What's the one thing we've said over and over? You can't change the past. So you can't bring your sister back, but you can remember her and make everybody else aware of how great she was and why she was so good to you. I say all the time, Keena said, my sister Keisha said, I always remember the things that they said because that lets people know how important they are to me. So if you want people to know how important your sister was to you, then show them the gratefulness or the joy that she brought to your life, not the sadness that her loss took away from you. If I was your sister and I'm in heaven and you sitting there like you just can't go on, girl, I'll push you down. If you don't get up off that ground and pull yourself together, I will haunt you at least. I'm gonna haunt you at least and be like, hey, get up, do something. Like you need to figure out what it you need to remember her in joy and not in sorrow. My grandmother's birthday just passed. What did I do? I went and had her favorite piece of cake from Nothing But Cakes. I had strawberry and creams cake, and then I went and got one of the meals that she liked from a restaurant. And I just sat there and talked to her. Did I hear her talking back? No, but I enjoyed that time that I spent eating the food that she would have ate, and I know that she's happy with me
Mhm.
remembering her in that way. Positive. You can't bring any of these people back, but you can remember the joy. Maybe on her birthday or something that she would have done crazy, you wear a shirt with her face on it and be like, oh, this my girl birthday. We all going to celebrate. We about to go to the bar
Mhm.
and you go and have a couple shots at the bar by yourself. Or she would have made a cake. I'm about to try to make this cake and I'm going to put it on, even if it be three crooked tears falling over to the side, I'm going to put it on there because that's what she would have made. Enjoy, enjoy,
Yep.
enjoy, enjoy.
My mom liked chocolate cake specifically baked in an iron skillet. So I try to do that. Even though my mom and I didn't have the best relationship, I still try to honor my mom by doing that.
And see,
So
you said that it
remember
was a
the good times.
suicide. Is that was it? It was a suicide.
Mhm.
You're wondering why wasn't I there? Why didn't I stop it? How come I didn't know? It wasn't your option to know. You're not God. You don't get to decide how long your sister lives and when your sister exits. You don't know what her plan of action was when she came here. You don't know if her job was done here. So who you're mad at is God. But instead of being mad at God, you're going to be like, well, why wasn't I there? Why didn't I say? You're putting the hurt on you. You're mad at God for taking your sister away or but you're transferring that onto you by saying, why didn't I know? Why wasn't I there? I should have been able to save her. That's not your job to do. She had served whatever her purpose was here, and the Lord took her home, or your higher power, whatever you believe in, took her to where her next journey would be. Oh, is Keena in here? Did she come on? Oh no, she didn't come
She's
on.
posting, but
Oh,
she's
she
not
was in
like in
there.
the background.
Exactly. She don't want to be there. But you'll be fine. You will be fine. You'll Miss Roseanne, stay positive. This affirmation I put up along the bottom, we all say this, so it has collective energy on it. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. That means everything. There's nothing I can ask for, want, need, not have because they're all met because I believe in infinite abundance. I believe. And if you don't say nothing else every single morning, say that. I say that every single morning when I wake up. I believe in infinite abundance. All my wants and needs are met. Today is a great day. I declare it a great day so that it don't have no other options. And I will tell them Monday in a minute. Today is a great day. Monday, try me if you want to. And it's going to be a great day because then it's going to be a great day because I'm going to have that perspective of it being a great day. Change your narrative. Change your narrative. Face forward on your horse so you can start your journey in the right direction. You don't want to go back to 2024. You want to go forward in 2025. You're okay. All right. So who's the next person? Exactly, inner dreamer. It's okay to not be okay. It's exactly. You have to move on eventually. You can't live your life in the shadows of somebody else's death. Now you want some cake. Listen, when I say that cake was so good, I ain't even gonna tell you I had two cakes. I had a carrot cake and a strawberry cake. I ain't even gonna tell y'all that because it was BOGO. I ain't even gonna tell y'all that. Viv, are you here? Sarah, you're up next after that. Then Michael. Oh wait. And then Liz, Angel, Tony, Tanya Hawks, and Christine Kennedy, and Ruby. Oh, Inner Dreamer and Ruby Jewel. All right, y'all. I'm doing a halfway decent job, even though Keenan not here. Hey, Karma, how are you? Look, Karma is like, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Because she be everywhere. Every time I turn around, I be like, she moved again. She is living my life like just like a nomad, just everywhere.
Hello, Karma.
Exactly. This makes so much sense. Viv, are you here? I love what she said. This makes so much sense. If you understand life and death, that you know that no day is promised to us. There is no need to be mad at all. Yes, it hurts, but the time you spend being angry or wondering why you could use to be grateful for the time that you had with them. Exactly. Oh my gosh. I used to be, oh, you're back in AZ. All right now. Hey.
Hey, girl. She is
Well, I
back
hope
in
that is good.
Prescott.
Miss Roseanne, come back anytime. We're here every Sunday. Every day of the week, one of us is on live. So if you are following all of us, me, Sherry, Don from Sonoric Mystic Tarot, Susan, Grace, and these are all people that are on my subscribe list. If you go in there and subscribe to all them, one of us is on every day of the week. 7 days of the week, somebody is on. You can never not have some kind of goodness coming on. So you will always have somebody that you can just come in and soak up the sunshine. And they're very positive. Everybody reads different and everybody is amazing. So Miss Sherry Berry, you could go ahead and get started for Miss Viv. Oh, everything is One more thing for Miss Roseanne. Go to grief counseling. Go to grief counseling because other people can tell you, even if it's been years since she passed, go to grief counseling or a grief group because other people can share with you how they've moved on and different things they've used to cope. Or you can share in that grief and then that prayer to move forward. Like sometimes it's just a collective. The first thing we tell people when they are trying to get into their metaphysical gifts is to find people who are like-minded, to find people who understand where you're trying to go or what you're trying to get to. Find a grief group, even if it's virtual, just find somebody that you can kind of share your grief with and then let all of that off your chest or write a note if you're uncomfortable doing that. Write a note to your sister, tell her exactly how you feel. You can take that, burn it, and send it back to the universe and know that she received it. Or you can keep it and for yourself as a private thing that you go back and read. And you could just write to her often over and over and over again if you don't feel comfortable. When I wanted to hear from my cousin, what did I do? I used to go on my journal and put Dear Waddell, and I would just write to him about what my day was. Today was a shitty day. Today was a great day. Today was blah blah blah. But I would write in my journal as if I was telling him what my day was, and that was me sharing my day with him. So you decide how you want to move forward. Okay. I hope that helps you, Miss Roseanne. And then Viv, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sherry Bear.
That's okay. Sorry. Okay. So my 7 of Hearts, got a lot of hearts today, is talking about, again, 7 is apathy, hearts are cups, cups are love, relationship, and family. This talks about the opposite of love. Like, that's a very interesting. Hold on. Let me sit on that for a second. It's terror and fear, like you're afraid of danger. There's just that's kind of interesting. Okay. Then I get the Jack of Hearts. are you are are you having a baby or had a baby recently, or is there a new child coming in and you have fears about how you're going to be parenting and if you're going to have that instant bond that a lot of women have with babies, like, oh, that when they put the baby on you and you're like, oh, I fell in love with my baby. Girl, I did not. Okay. So let me just tell you that is okay if you do not fall in love with your baby when they put the baby on you.
Listen,
That's
I asked my doctor to knock me out. He was like, "No, Miss Lewis, listen, you can just put me to sleep. I see him when I wake up."
yeah. So interesting. Okay. Then I get the six of clubs, and the six of clubs is about pathway. The clubs is six is pathways, clubs is work and business and career, and you you're on a good path. This is like a clear path. Hey, curly girl. Um, you have a sense of purpose and a sense of who you're supposed to be, and but you're not clear about motherhood. I I'm yeah, I okay.
You are right on track. Keep going, Sherry Baby. Don't even stop because
Okay.
that's exactly how I saw it too. But I saw an older kid, like maybe
Uh-huh.
it's a kid who's about to graduate and she's afraid of where he's gonna go off into his life.
Maybe,
So
but
I
it's
get a kid.
definitely
I do
something
get a kid.
about children and being afraid and not understanding or clear on that path of what. No, no babies. I have 3 kids. I'm 48, so no more babies. Girl, you can have babies at 48.
Don't say stuff like that.
Only you. The only reason why you can't have babies at 48 is if you keep your legs closed and you don't drop the aspirin.
Don't say stuff like that. People at 48 don't want to have kids. We tired.
I don't want to have kids. I'm 56. We don't want to do this. But so there is this the thing about like this fear, and it's oh goodness, that is interesting. There's a fear about this parenting, a fear about how you're parenting this child, and I'm thinking that it's a male child. Um, did you do enough, or are you doing enough, or is yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm just kind of like, what the hell? Um, yeah, I know that's really weird because nothing's coming in clear for me right now. But you did the right thing. Anything that you're doing as a parent, there's no instruction book. There's nothing like that. There's nothing to say like we did this right or we did this wrong. We just go through and we just figure it out. And if we fall on our face, we fall on our face. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. But my
Like a puzzle
kid's
piece.
dad has been giving me mixed signals, which makes me feel anxious. Mixed signals about wanting another baby. No.
Listen, tell
Um,
me the shop is closed.
the shop is closed. Evie, my tubes are tied. Oh no, stranger things have happened. Anyways, what you're doing is okay. Like you're not on the wrong path. I get the 9 of hearts. The hearts again talks about love, relationship, family. The 9 is about new home, family, shift in family. Really, again, change in family. There's a change in the family, and it's with your kids, and it's okay. I get it. It's okay to have those fears. God, you got a lot of hearts here. A lot of love. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of fear. I feel my chest, but you're good. I think in the next 6 months, the things are going to clear up. Like in the next month, your cloudiness, because I see your head cloudy, but then I see like the clouds moving away. This whatever this fear is going to be parting from you, that it's going to be moving out of the way. It does have to do with your kids or your son specific. I'm getting a male. Um, but you're doing the right thing as the person that you are with the information that you have. You are going to be good.
Oh, you have a 6-year-old at 48, which means that at 42 you just had a baby. Praise the Lord, people. I'd have fought my doctor if he told me I was pregnant at 42. Like, I'd have been on the news like, woman beats up her doctor because he said she was pregnant. I can't do it. Sorry, I just can't do it. But congratulations. But you know what, Sherry Bear? We are both on the same page because I saw a
Okay.
fear also. I saw like one of her children about to reach a milestone. Like maybe one of them is about to graduate from high school or one is about to graduate from college, and you're wondering if you're sending them off in the world with the knowledge that they need. So I saw that worry. I saw that, oh my God, am I doing this right? Did I want? But this is the seeds you planted. Did I raise them right? This is you. And these are your children, growing up, and you're like, well, what is it? What are they going to turn out to be? What did I do? Did I plant it right? Did I give them right soil? Did I give them enough water? Did I nurture them? Did I give them enough time? Did I? And you're just waiting to see what is going to happen. It's harvest time. You're about to reap all the things that you sow. So you've been a good mom. You've given them everything that you can be, but you're stuck in this mindset. I don't have enough. I can't give them this. What if they want this and I can't give it to them? But did you notice the one thing I like about this is if you look at this picture, they're in front of a church. They're outside in the cold, but they're in front of a church. And way in the back, there's a key that is usually up against a building or somewhere in there for them to be able to get into the church. There's help there. They're just not asking for it. And so what they're saying for you is things are turning in your favor. It may not have always been clear to you what you wanted, what you should do and what next step. And you've kind of felt like you've been guided along in the dark. You were never in the dark. You were always being guided in some way by your guides or your higher power. It's just sometimes you couldn't see where you were going and you wonder, well, what if I would have taken the left instead of a right? What if I would have married this person instead of that person? What if? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. There's nothing you can do about it. What did we tell the last person? You can't change the past. You can only shift to what's going in the future. And for you, everything's changing in your favor. You are about to make some good decisions. Some good things are about to happen for you. It was something that I saw and they told me to ask you about. Oh, I see you in a car. Are you wanting to relocate? You're like in one of them old school big cars that has the top down. It's a red car with white interior, and you're driving along and you're about to take off by yourself. So, are you thinking about relocating and moving somewhere else? Is there a journey that you're trying to take? Where are you trying to go and you're afraid to leave? Okay. So you want the kid's dad to come back home. Okay. And so this is what it is. You need to decide, is this my loneliness saying that I want him to come back, or is this that I think he's changed? Because there was a reason that you separated, correctly? So it's correct. So has those things changed? Is he still doing the same thing? And you're like, oh, okay, well, I can deal with him better this time. Maybe if he comes back, he'll stop doing those things. Or is it you just the lonely talking again? Is that what it is? Or do you truly want him to come back because you've seen change? Have you grown and he grown? Because I always say 20 years ago, Angie wasn't ready for a marriage. She wanted a wedding. She wanted a ceremony. You could have put Booba the Fool next to her and he could have been her husband because she wanted a pretty ceremony. She wanted to look nice in a dress. Now she wants a marriage and she could care less about the wedding. So are you ready for that? Have both of you grown and matured and gotten over the things that split you up in the first place? Or are you just two people who are ships that are flowing in the night and you're like, well, we might as well bump heads because we done bumped heads before. So is that where you're going with it? Or are you truly ready to reconcile with this person? Oh my gosh, because I see you in the car with the top down driving and you are trying to move somewhere, but there's a fear of leaving somebody behind. So is it the husband the ex that you're thinking about leaving behind? Like, will he move with me? Because you seem to want to go a further distance from where you are. I always look at mode of transportation when they show me a vision, and your vision is a car, which means that you have a long journey to go. And so you're independently deciding because you're in this car, but you're not moving or you haven't gone far enough in your journey because you're afraid of leaving somebody behind. So who is it that you're afraid of leaving behind and moving forward? When I moved out here, Listen, I had 2 weeks to decide. They offered me that job and I had to decide yes or no. And I was up and out and ready to go. I couldn't decide. Will my sisters come? Will my mom come? I had to go. And you know what? After that, my sister moved out here. Then my other sister moved out here. My mom comes to visit. My brother's in Florida. So I had to decide based on what was best for me and then look at all the things that came along with it. Everybody else expanded their horizons too. We all decided that we wanted something bigger than where we were. So wherever it is you're trying to go, what's holding you back? I have a friend that when she got ready to move here, we all went to college together and they had been dating in college for a couple years, right? They ain't even had no kids together. When she got her job offer to move here, she said, you either coming with me or I'm leaving without you. He decided he loved her enough to go with her. And that's all she said. She didn't say, oh, I'm staying here. She said, I'm going to Arizona. You're either coming with me or you're staying behind. And that was the bottom line. And she did what was best for her, which turned out being what's best for them because they're married, they have a child, and they're doing great. So you have to decide what it is that you want and if you're willing to step out and take the lead to go. You want him with you, but does he want to be with you? Is the thing. Are we on mutual footing here? Are we getting reciprocal results here? If they're leaving you hanging, then are they really trying? Because if this was your daughter, think about it. If this was your 15-year-old daughter and her little boo-boo at school was treating her like that, what would you tell her to do? If her little friend at school was treating her the way that he's treating you, what would you tell her to do? Would you tell her, just wait around, he'll figure it out, he'll fall in love with you? Or would you tell her, look, the next ship is sailing, move on. You got time. You'll find somebody, you'll find the perfect person. Just keep making your dreams come true. You have to decide what you want and what's more important, you and your kids moving forward, or you waiting on this person to decide that you're important enough to give you consistency. Because people give you a piece of them, will they give you the consistency that you want? You have to decide. Is it just the lonely talking again, or are you actually both saying the same thing? Are you on the same page, or are you on one page and he's on that? Well, you know what I'm saying? She will always be my baby mama, so I'm gonna always have access to her. Is that the road that he's on? And you're thinking, well, oh, he's trying to get with me, so he must want the commitment that I want. You have to decide: are we on the same road, or are we just crashing into each other because we're both lonely and looking back? Exactly. You'll figure it out. And listen, the first thing you can do is ask your guys. I have a friend who every time she wants something, she tells the universe to send her a certain color car and a certain color. It's a certain kind of vehicle and a certain color. It's a very odd color. It's a very odd vehicle for her to see. And when she sees that, she knows that that's the right answer. So you can go to your higher power and be like, if we're supposed to be together, then show me through his actions that he's ready for what I'm wanting for and that I'm not just making this up in my head. How do I move on productively? How do I figure out if he really wants me or if I'm just making it something that it's not? And I'm not saying that he doesn't, but are you getting the consistency that you want in order to move forward? But I do see you moving. I do see you being ready. Don't be afraid and let it hold you back. Talk to the kids and see if they want, if they're ready to move. That would be my thing. Do you we're moving. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Like decide that. And your daughter's 15. If you're gonna have to change her schools, don't wait till her senior year and then be like, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and move now. If she's 15, she's about what, ninth or 10th grade, 10th or 11th grade, somewhere in there. Don't wait till she gets to her senior year and then make her have to go to a different school. If you're going to change it, you need to change it before before she gets there. And that's just my opinion. I just didn't want to do that to my kid. He needs to do his healing. Then if he needs to do his healing and you know that, why are you trying to be with somebody? Because you want to save him. You want to nurture him. What card came up for you? Queen of oh no, that wasn't you. That was the other person. You want to nurture him. You want to save him. You want him to mold him into what you want him to be. You can't raise a man. You can't make a man be something. If he's already grown, ain't nothing you can do. He already grown. He either go think that you're important enough to give you what you want, or he's just going to keep stringing you along and allowing you to make up the story in your head. If he still needs to heal, let him heal and you move on. Now, if once he's healed, you're still available and you still want to play that game with him, then go ahead. But if in his healing you find somebody else, that's his loss, not yours. That's his loss, not yours. You are too important to be waiting on somebody else to get themselves together. You got this. You'll be fine. Good things are coming for you. Prepare to move. First, you have to decide where you want to move. Is there a job there for me that'll sustain me in the lifestyle that I want? What kind of place do I want? House, apartment, condo? Is it near the kids' school? Is it a good school? What's a good school for my kids to go to? You have to decide all those things. So start building that portfolio up while you're trying to figure out what Mr. Man wants. Okay, I'm thinking about moving. You ain't even got to tell him. You ain't even got to put no pen in his hat and be like, hey, I'm thinking about moving. What you think? Because now you're going to start getting other information that may make you decide that you don't want to go. Sometimes my guys be like, "Shut up, Angie. You ain't got to tell nobody. Just shut up." When I tell you to move, when I say move, you move. That's all you need to do. You don't need to tell nobody. You don't need to have an announcement on Facebook, Instagram. You ain't got to tell people that you all knew that when 2025 comes, you just do it, and your actions are what people see, and
Isn't
that's how
there
you move on.
a song that says, "When I move, you move"?
Exactly. When I move, you move. Just like that. Exactly. And
When
that's
I
how my
move, you
guys
move.
tell me. They don't even play that song. When I move, you move. Just like that. So if they tell me to take a step to the right and I take a step to the left, first of all, they looking at me like I don't know my left from my right. And then they might have to be like, if you don't get yourself over here into this right side, like I told you, you have to establish that relationship with your guide so you know when it's coming from them and when it's them talking to you versus is it just somebody trying to put a little salt in my gas.
When you
Exactly.
move, I move.
Those are the things you need to decide. Where you want to
Chris.
go,
Thank you,
what job
sis.
you're going to have, where you're going to live. Is it close to the kid's school? He's a non-factor until he decides to give you the consistency that you want. All right. So I hope that helps you out.
I'll hold at that, sister.
Exactly. Listen, y'all think I'll be playing. Miss Sherry got some good relationship advice because she's going through it in a good way. You know how you can go through it in a bad way? She's going through it in a good way and learning how to navigate those things in a healthy relationship. You still got to
Yes.
learn. Just because it's a healthy relationship don't mean you're going to always get it all right and you're going to always agree. She's learning how to navigate in a healthy relationship after having not so great relationships. So she has good advice. Listen to her. She's navigating very well. All right, Miss Sarah, are you ready? Michael's after
Miss
Sarah, then Liz,
Sarah, Miss Sarah,
and
Miss
then Tanya,
Sarah.
Christina, Inner Dreamer, and Ruby Jewel. Did I miss anybody? If I did, put your question back in there because I forgot.
How
And,
how late are
exactly, Ludacris, Washil. You knew she be reading our mind. She be reading our mind. Hey, Curly Girl. Cookie Victoria. Hey, how are you? I feel like you changed your name like it used to be something else.
who?
Cookie Victoria. It sounds like I
Oh,
think she had a different name. Got you on the list, Cookie. Oh, okay. I'm like, I got your question. Yep, that's good. Okay.
okay. That's a yes or no question. Hold, please. Okay. Miss Sarah, I gotta know. It was like a little no. And the reason why you're asking this question is because you also got the no. You also got that information saying, yeah, this is not a good idea.
Got you, Miss Bonnie. Um, you know that oh my gosh, Sherry Berry, you are on it because what I was gonna say was like, Sarah, why are your guys looking at me like You bet. Like I'm the problem. Like I'm coming to ask them again after they done told you the answer already. They are looking at me like. And so when you said that she's already asked and they've already told her, I feel like they were. That's exactly how they was looking at me. Like you better not ask. You better not even answer this question. Like you already know the answer, and there's a reason why you left. They're saying, why did you leave the first time? Like, was it because your business wasn't flourishing? Is your business flourishing where you are? They said you have the tools and your business will flourish wherever you are. It's just, are you willing to put in the work to get the reach that you want? Like, and what does flourish mean to you? Does flourish mean,
I
I
think
have 5,000 I have 5,000 followers and I'm making money on YouTube. Does it mean that I have 10 readings a day? Because I remember when I first started doing tarot, I was like, oh, I want 5 readings a day. I want to start at 8 a.m. I want to be done by 5 p.m. I want this, and I want to make this much money. I said it all out, and my guys is like, absolutely not. That is not. It ain't happening like that. And it has not happened like that
I
because
think
that,
that she just wanted confirmation. Like, 'cause she got to know also, because she literally just said she got to know also.
okay.
And I think she just wanted confirmation. And her kids wanted me, because
Wow.
I left to be able to open up.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Because they're looking at me like she already know this answer. Y'all better not keep telling her the same thing. So again, I got the same thing that it wasn't a good move. But I mean, you and what they're saying is you can make your business do whatever it's going to do wherever you are, but it's just more work or harder work
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a place where you're not supposed to be. I had a dream the other day. They told me it doesn't matter if you have the right answers if you're putting them in the wrong place. So you know how when you have like a
You should put
scantron
that on
sheet?
a t-shirt.
Exactly. Exactly. Keena, where you at? So, like, if you have a test and they give you a Scantron sheet, and so the booklet has the questions and you're putting down the answers, the Scantron sheet has to match the booklet. If they don't match, then it doesn't matter if you answered all the questions correctly, you put them on the wrong sheet. So if you're in the wrong place, it doesn't matter if you have all the tools, you have all the lessons, you have all the journey that everybody need. If you're in the wrong place, then it's not correct, is how they told me. And so now I'm like, well, where do I need to put these answers? Like, look, do I need to go to alternate universe Angie? Because I think alternate universe Angie is the worst that is married to my husband. So that's where I need to be.
She took your husband.
Alternate universe Angie is living my life. She has my husband, and I may need to go over there. That's what they telling me. You putting the answer, you got the right answers, they're just in the wrong spot. So now I got to go over there and get my husband from alternate universe Angie and bring him back to this reality. That's all I'm just trying to say.
You know,
But I get it.
it's
If your kids
very,
are there,
very interesting. You said something that kind of triggered a memory for me when I still lived in California and I was ready to transfer from the JC to a university. It was like,
hmm
and I was trying to apply for Cal State Bakersfield because my whole family lived in Bakersfield. Everything that I was trying to do to get to Bakersfield, because my mom had passed away, the doors just kept fucking slamming, slamming, slamming in my face. I put in one request to move to Phoenix, and all the doors went. Had my house
exactly.
sold, my shit packed, had a judgment from the judge saying, please go, like everything. So it's putting where you need to be as opposed to where you don't need to be.
And Sarah, I get it because the kids will pull at your heartstring. But let me tell you something. My daughter lives in Michigan. If she ever be like, "You gonna move back to Michigan?" No,
No.
just absolutely not. Um, you are welcome to move to where I am, but am I moving back to Michigan? No. And if you become incapacitated, we're gonna have to put you in a car and just drag you on along here till we get to Arizona because I'm not moving back to Michigan. That's just an absolute no, downright no, absolutely not. And my mom tells us that all the time too. We ask her to move to Arizona or to Florida because she lives in Michigan. She'd be like, no, I'll be like, if you can't take care of yourself, you are coming to one of these coasts. You're either coming to Arizona or you're going there because none of us plan on moving back to Michigan. Call it selfish if you want, but I'm just not moving back. It's cold and I don't like it, and I'm just not gonna do it. But I do understand, the pull to want to be where your kids are. But would they consider moving to where you are? Like, could you find a place that was mutually agreeable, and then you all decide to move? Because you never know. Maybe they want to move too. But like I said, you're going to be a success wherever you are. It's just the amount of work that you're going to need to put in versus what it is versus if you're in the right place.
Where in Nebraska, though, Miss Sarah? Because my friend Miss Tina is in here, and she's from Nebraska. So maybe when you go visit your kids, you and Miss Tina can hang out if you're close to each other. I don't know anything in Nebraska except for I heard it's flat, and Miss Tina's got chickens. That's all I know. And Miss Tina sends me pictures of her damn chickens, which I love because I do not like chickens, but I will. I was attacked by a chicken when I was a kid. That's why I didn't eat them for
like,
long.
how they be like, could you give up me? I could give up chicken. I could just be done with chicken and be like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need chicken no more.
I didn't eat chicken for a long chicken eggs or chicken
There you go.
at all.
And I do feel like my
Omaha.
digestion is about to give up on eggs too, because sometimes I'll be like, so my body might be about to recoil on them eggs too. So
Yeah, Miss Tina's really she's a
you said
new
Lincoln or
brew,
Omaha?
and she's learning her spiritual path, and she's doing an amazing job.
Well, there you go, Miss Sarah. I hope that wait, Miss Sarah, are you still here in Arizona? Because she was in Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm. I like chicken and gravy. Oh my God, Wad Shell. Lord.
Deep fried, dead and deep fried, Popeyes all the way. We're going to hell, straight to hell, chicken hell too.
You're going to hell.
Chicken.
Do not pass go. Do not collect your $200. Do not.
Michael, you're up next. We are so bad. We are so bad.
Miss Tina, where in Nebraska are you? I can hook you and Miss Sarah up because y'all both good people.
Oh, Tina as in Christina?
Yes.
Look, don't be giving fake names. We don't know who Tina is, and all we see is Christina.
So we call her Tina because yeah, she's in Omaha. So my friend Tina, who lives in Nebraska, is in Omaha. There. Churches to hell.
We got a live one on
She's making chicken and rice casserole. Oh my goodness. Oh, Nicole Walker, how nice of you.
I'm blocking her.
Twat waffle.
Okay, so I got her. Let me go ahead and ban her from Restream. There you go. Churches too. Even KFC changed their name to KFC because they ain't using real chicken. I can't even be with them no more. Not even on their Popeyes. I can't believe it.
What are you talking about? They're not using real chicken.
I don't believe they use real chicken no more. It just don't taste the same. Genetically modified. We grew it in the lab chicken. I don't believe it. Allegedly.
All right, Michael.
All right, Michael, are you still here? Michael, Liz, Tanya, Christina, Inner Dreams, Ruby, Cookie, Curly, Miss Bonnie. There was a guy in here who wanted something too, wasn't it? There was a guy or somebody else who wanted to be on the list. Tammy. Okay, I added her to the list. Hi, Michelle Wood.
Okay.
And let me tell y'all something. Miss Sarah on this list, that's in this list, if y'all want a good spirit drawing, like she'll do a reading for you and she'll draw a picture of exactly what it is that she sees. Baby, let me tell you, if you want a good reading, Miss Sarah is a good reading. Is a good reading. Aside from me and Sherry Berry right here. But Miss Sarah is also a great reader, and she'll give you a nice picture to go with it.
I have actually never had the opportunity to get a reading done by Miss Sarah, but her energy is so fucking warm and so loving and so amazing. Like the first time I think I met Sarah, I was in Everything Just Rocks and I had my honey with cinnamon and my honey concoction thing. And I was just giving them away because I had so much honey. And I just walked up to her and I said, "Here, do you need this? Do you want this?" And she was just so sweet and loving and amazing. And I've always just gotten warm, fuzzy feelings from Miss Sarah.
Miss Sarah, can you put in there what your information is? Somebody wants to know how to get a reading from you. Tanya Hikes wants to know how to get a reading from you. So can you put your information in the chat, Miss Sarah? She's on Facebook, so you probably can't see her. But her name, this is her name.
I don't see Michael.
Okay,
He
we're
might
gonna
have
skip
left.
Michael. So that's her name on Facebook, and it may also be that may also be her name on YouTube too. But that's how you get in contact with Miss Sarah. Okay, so we're gonna skip Michael because he's gone. Liz, are you here? If not, then
She
Tanya's
is
asking for
Liz
Liz.
Angel. She's in here
Hey,
because
Liz.
she knows
Tanya,
Michael. So.
Christina, Inner Dreamer, Miss Ruby, Cookie, Curly, Bonnie, Tammy.
Candy, I had those warm, fuzzy feelings for you when I was 18 years old. You have been my sister ever since.
She says she wants those feelings from somebody who's not her sister. Like I didn't want Keena hugs. Oh, this is her information for Tanya. This is what you wanted to know. Her Instagram is at Sarah80 style Lyle83, and on Facebook she's under Sarah Lyle. So this is her contact information. Tanya. Okay. So back to Liz.
What?
Michael already missed this spot. I already took him off the list. We're next, Liz. Can you have a general? Go ahead. Hey, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia. Shit, I got fucking cards flying out. You. If I didn't have warm, fuzzy feelings for you, I wouldn't have kept looking for you all those years. All right. Miss Liz. I got the 8 of clubs. 8 is movement. Clubs is wands. And wands are about work and business and career. So my 8 of wands is talking about work. Interesting. Okay. It's talking about proceeds and work and interactions with other people, and don't be sorry. And I know that you don't currently work, but there's stuff that you're working on, and work doesn't have to be a paid job. It could be other things. It could be school for you because that's business and career. So let's go with that. You're taking like work procedures and assistance and communicating with your coworkers. You need to, your throat chakra is blocked. That's why I'm having problems talking and putting things together. So this is blocked for you, which is, I'm not a chakra person. So that's kind of an interesting thing for me because I see blue and I see blockage. Like you're not speaking your truth or speaking up for yourself when you're talking about school and schoolwork and where you are and where you want to go. It's like this nervousness. So then I get this Joker in your present. This is unknown. So I'm thinking that because of all of the situations that are surrounding your life right now, you're not putting that effort into your school or your career to move forward with that. With that said, I did get the Diamond Jack of Diamonds, which talks about good news and new things coming to fruition and things coming forward for you. Then I get the Five of Clubs, and the Five of Clubs talks about prolonged crap and working through those energies and working through those negativities, and all of that is going to be coming to an end. Like, you're going to have the luck that you need and the prosperities that you need. I think that's coming in like 5 months or so. But 5 to 6 months. Where did my pendulum go? God dang it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, like within 6 months. Did I think that all of that stuff is going to be coming to an end for you, and that you're going to have those good things that are keep up, but talk. I am like blah blah blah. Like, I can't get the words out that I need to get out for you, because you need to make 2025 the year that Liz stands up and says the shit that she needs to say for herself. And I know that it's difficult and it's hard because you're afraid of losing people and losing friends and losing family, but fuck them. Honest to God, fuck them. If they are not there in your life for who you are and what you are, and they want to walk all over you, fuck them. Cut them out of your life. They cut off my school, so trying to figure out where to go. Gotcha. But if your friends and family don't like to hear what you have to say, then they don't need to hear anything that you have to say. I hope that makes sense. Keep doing your path and speak your truth. Open this up. I'm stuck. Like, words are hard for me right now.
Okay, so I had a vision and I asked Sherry Berry, so I guess it's the second version of the vision that I had. So I saw what I heard was the band Perry and their song Better Dig Too. And so it's a song about a lady who married this guy, and she's like, well, if he died, you better dig two bitches because I'm going to. So at first I thought that to mean like, oh, okay, well, maybe she was in a relationship or she lost somebody very intimately or very close, and she's thinking she can't go on without them. But now that I know a little bit of the situation, could it be that this person is telling you, if you leave me, then it won't turn out good for you? Is that why I'm hearing that song? And I don't know if you're familiar with the song, the band Perry, um, Better Dig Too, but it's someone saying like, basically, if you go, I go. Like, if you die, then I die. And so is this a situation where somebody is not letting you go? Or is this a situation where, um, you lost somebody significant and you're trying to, that happened and you got away. They wouldn't let you go. Okay. So it was the second scenario where they were not wanting to let you go, but you did get away. Okay. So, they do show me you, they show me the eight of swords, which means you're all tied up, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling constricted, you're feeling, like you don't know which way to go or you don't know what to do. But, okay, let me see what's for your highest and greatest good. Um, is there a reason that you don't work? Because they're saying like, I don't understand. Like, is there a reason that you're not working? Are you injured? Or what is the reason that you're not working? Because they're showing me that this is a situation where th- like your higher power is showing me like, oh, I sent down a rope, I sent down a boat, I sent down all these things to help you, but you didn't take any of those things to help pull yourself up or move you out. You're wanting somebody to scoop you up wholeheartedly and move you to a different spot. And they're saying, what are you doing on your own behalf to make these things happen or to make these positive changes happen? Like, what is it that you're doing to move yourself along positively? So you have a disability. And your disability keeps you from working because I don't want to offend you, but I have a coworker at Amazon who works 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. His whole left side does not move. I don't know if he had a stroke, if he was born like that, but that whole side of his body doesn't move. So he only uses the right side of his body. And he works in the Amazon warehouse with me. Again, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. 4 days a week, which means that he gets 40 hours a week. And so is it that your disability keeps you from working, or you're using your disability as a reason not to work? Because you could be disabled and still work. So is your disability keeping you from doing any kind of job? You can't sit at a desk and do a job. You can't go into a store. There's nothing you can do. Your disability keeps you from functioning at all. Is that what the problem is? Because they're showing me that you've been offered many hands out to lift yourself up, but you're not keeping the momentum to move forward. It's like you get the hand and then you receive it and then you absorb it all and you don't make any steps forward. You keep falling back into the same thing. So what are you doing that can move you forward? What is your disability that is keeping you from doing anything, from keeping you from having a job, keeping you from making any strides forward? Because you have seizures. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So is the issue that you can't find affordable housing based on the income that you have, or is it that you don't have income? Are you waiting on disability? Are you waiting on a settlement? Because again, your higher power keeps showing me that they keep giving you a hand, but you keep pulling back. Like the more they give, the more you want to receive instead of trying to pull yourself out of this hole, or instead of working toward getting yourself out of this hole. So is that what you're doing? Or is it that you're not utilizing the help in an active way that will move you forward? Is how they're showing it to me. So somebody stole your identity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you put a fraud alert on your social security card. I mean, on your social security number. You called all the agencies and let them know that there was that somebody stole your identity. Because I'm not understanding what it is that you want. Like, tell me what it is you want so that your higher power can know that you want. Like, you keep saying, I want to get out of this situation, but what is it that you need to get out of this situation? Is it that you need these debts cleared up from your identity? Is it that you need to find affordable housing? Is it that you don't have income? What is the situation that is keeping you where you are? What is it that you need? Because it doesn't seem like you need another reading. You don't need another person to tell you things are going to get better if you're not taking the steps to get better. I can tell you every single day, oh, you know what? Money's coming. Oh, it's going to help you. I used to work at housing. I worked with youth. I worked with teens. I worked with people who were recovering from drug abuse. And I worked with disabled seniors. And a lot of times I would do all this work, get them in their apartment, get them stabilized, and then they would let all that work I did fall apart and they would be
Mm-hmm.
homeless again.
So I
So
worked on the opposite end that Angie did. I was the apartment manager that would pull people out of shelter and would watch them just bloop and end up back out homeless no matter what I did.
exactly. So if if someone gets you to into the place, are you mentally ready to take on the challenge of that, or do you need something more temporary, like you need transitional housing? Have you tried to get into a transitional housing program where they help stabilize you for up to 2 years, help you to understand how to pay your rent, how to budget, and how to take care of yourself in that situation? Have you tried transitional housing in that way. Yes, there are a lot of restrictions and a lot of rules, but maybe you need that stability to get you back on track. Okay. So you need funding. When you say funding, does that mean you have no income or you need low income housing? Because funding could mean anything. Is it that you don't have any income? And if you're disabled, why don't you have disability?
She does.
Okay. So you have disability, but you can't find a place that has low income housing. Are you on any of the Section 8 list or any of those kind of lists? Oh, believe me, Wanshell, I know. Been on both sides of the table. Been on both sides of the table with the homelessness. And so are you on the list for housing? Are you, if I don't have a place to stay, my job every single day is to call to find out what the housing list is. Are you calling 411 or is it 211 in your area to find out what the housing lists are, to find out what I need to do in order to get Section 8 or to get on a housing list, or which provider? If you're receiving assistance from the government, they usually have a caseworker who will help you to find housing. I was that person to help you find housing. HUD usually has housing programs that will help you get into housing. I worked on the HUD side of it also. Again, transitional housing, HUD, rehab, teens, disability. Which service is it that you actually need? Exactly. Try housing authority, mental health places. It, because it sounds like are you a person that has a lot of evictions because you have not stabilized? That could be the reason that nobody's taking you. If I'm a landlord and you have 5 evictions, you are a risk for me and I'm not going to take you. But if you're in a program and I can see that you've done 2 good years of solid paying your rent, then you're not a risk. You're somebody I can rent. So is it that you're not stabilized enough to live on your own and you need a strict program? Or is it truly that you just can't find a place that is affordable? You said no one will help you, but you just said that my church and the housing authority.
That's one show. Oh, wait.
No, she said, I do. She said, my church and mental health agency is helping me. And then in the same thing, you said, I don't have any help. So you do have help.
Juan Shell said, homeless, my church and mental health agency is helping me. Candy said that. Liz, where did she say that?
Wait, so Candy's homeless or is she saying
They're
this on
both
behalf?
homeless.
Okay. So we're reading
So
Liz.
Candy's,
Okay.
but Candy's trying to give Liz ideas.
So how did, and I'm not trying to be funny, how did you get, like, how long have you been in a hotel? What caused you to have to be there? Did you have a decline in your income as a result of your disability, or was there a situation where you weren't, making your ends meet every month? You said no church is helping you. Identity theft, no eviction.
No,
No,
Candy,
I'm
not
sorry,
you.
Marshall. We're reading Liz. I'm just trying to figure out how, like, so the identity theft is what's keeping you from getting an apartment? Is that what the issue is? I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't know what it is that, like, I'm asking for what's your highest and greatest good, and they're just giving me different resources that you can contact. And you said you've contacted them all, so maybe I'm not tapping into your higher power. So you were living with a guy in 2024 and you got kicked out, or you got kicked out because of the guy? Okay. Um, I do know a couple people who live in Ohio, so I will ask them about resources in Ohio that you can contact. I know a couple people. Exactly. So I will find out from my Ohio friends what agencies they have available that can help you. And then I'll give that information to Sherry Berry, and then she can go ahead and pass that information on to you, because I do know a couple people who live in Ohio and do housing around that area. So I'll ask them what resources they have available. And then maybe they'll be able to even look up your information to help you out. Oh, got kicked out because of the guy. So if you got kicked out, then was that an eviction? Woo! Let me tell you this. One thing, and this is what a good friend told me, because another good friend told her, when you have a child, you always need to have a place for you and your child. A man will be damned. Either he gotta go, or me and my kid ain't gonna have no place to go. Like, I'm never gonna put my, and you know what? Always, like, I never want my reason for eviction to be because a guy got me put out. Put yourself first. Always put yourself first. So you just got SSI in November, so you had no income. Okay. Okay. So this is a long sort of story. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Exactly, Wanshell. All right, Miss Tanya, are you here? Because we're ready to read you. Again, Miss Liz, I will find out what resources I have available and send them to you. Send them to Sherry Berry and she'll give them to you. Christina, Inner Dreamer, Miss Ruby, Cookie, Curly Girl, Bonnie, Tammy, you're all on the list. So, Tanya, are you here, or is Christina here? All right, Miss Tanya. Did you have a question, or did you just want a general? Or did I pin something? Nope, I didn't pin anything. All right, Miss Cookie, I got you too. Michael, we already went past you. You missed your turn. We called you a long time ago, like 3 people ago. Okay. Immediately, Miss Tanya, I see you balancing on a bike like you're on a tightrope, one of those tight ropes, but you're not real high up in the air. You're really close to the ground, but you're on this tightrope and you're trying to balance. It's kind of like you've had a little bit of a setback financially, or you overspent a little bit for Christmas and you're trying to figure out how to get back on track, how to balance everything, because things seem to be a little bit out of sorts. I do feel like money is tight, because they showed me, like, if this is your wallet, the money's trying to be released and you're holding on to it really tight. You won't let it go. Like, you're holding on to it because you think that you won't have any more coming in. And what your higher power is saying is you've always had enough. You'll always have enough. You're resourceful. 2025 is your year. Why are they showing me a pig? Do you look at Chinese astrology? Is that something? Why are they showing me a pig, like the year of the pig?
Because it's delicious.
It is delicious. I do get the Knight of Swords. That's you worrying about things, about ends not meeting, about you not having enough, about will you be able to recover from whatever situation. I feel like you had a financial setback. I don't feel like you lost your job, just maybe a little bit of surprise in the money that you spent. Um, I don't like either of those. Tanya, what is it? Because I think Tanya, I remember she wanted to know what her 2025 was going to be like.
It is
And the first
delicious.
thing, again, 4 cups, that's what came up. That's you refusing to see something that is being presented to you. Your higher power is presenting something to you. And you're like, oh, I don't see it. Where is it? I'm looking for my answer. Where's the answer? And the answer's right here. And this is you looking all over for what the answer is. But your clarity is coming. I like the way that they do the page of swords, because these are little ideas. This is the clarity that you need. This is the knowledge that you need to make decisions. What I'm getting for you immediately is to decide, set your intentions. What is it that you want for 2025? It's kind of like you're laying down your power and you're like, well, what is it that the Lord wants me to do? What is it that my higher power wants me to do? They want you to do whatever it is that makes you happy, and then they'll help you move along. It's like you're laying it down and saying, well, if they tell me to do it, then that's what I'm gonna do, so you can have somebody to blame. I feel like we've had this conversation with you before, but again, I feel like they've presented you with the answer. They presented you with how to move forward, and you don't like it. So you're saying, I don't know what the answer is. I don't have any clarity, when they're clearly showing me that you have the clarity. See, this is them. This is that higher power giving you the answer, giving you what you need, and you're not even looking at it. You like, la da da, I don't care. And this is again them showing me that you have the clarity, you have the answers, you know what to do. You're just not doing it. You're worried about things because you don't like the answer that they're giving to you. You can go ahead, Miss Sherry.
Okay, so I got the Ace of Clubs, which talks about it's clubs again is business, so it goes along with what Angie was saying is um because it's work, it's business, it's career, and Angie's talking about money and overspending. So this is saying that you tend to isolate yourself. Um, you're not lonely, but you tend to make yourself alone in your business and in your work and in your what you do. I think that's because of this dude, like your boss, maybe your person that's in charge, your supervisor is a douche canoe. Like this card is talking about criminals and violent males and a vicious, vengeful person. And I think that it is a male supervisor for you. And that's why you stay isolated. You don't try to move up. You just try to fly under the radar and not be seen by anybody. And um, sorry, uh, I think that's what that is. Then we go to the five of clubs, and it's talking about encouraging times and getting more time off of work and being strong in your presence, and that things will come and you will be noticed. So, with that, I think that you're giving this person too much power. You are really isolating yourself so they cannot see you and rise for you to rise above. So when you understand that this person that's in power is not powered over you, you're giving them the power. So take it back. When you take that power back, then all of this goodness is going to come to you. The money, the accolades, the look at what a great job she's doing, blah, 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 so forth and so on. I hope
Tanya,
that makes sense for
do you
you.
not like your job? You don't like where you work? Is that the truth? You don't like where you work, or you're not happy with everything about your job? Because the question they your higher power keep presenting to me over and over is, why don't you just find a different job? If you don't like where you work, why don't you just find a different job? So why is it that you're staying in a place where you don't like to work? Like, if that's not where you want to be, then just, if your boss is a douche or you don't like work, why don't you just move somewhere else? Let me tell you something. I left my current employer 3 times and came back. First time, I didn't like the project I was on. Second time, I didn't like my supervisor. And the third time, I'm back and I'm happy what it was. But I left and came back, because if I'm not happy in a situation, then why am I staying in it? Nobody's making me stay there. I can always find another job. I had 3 jobs in 60 days, 3 different jobs. So if you don't like your job, why are you staying there? Okay, so if you don't like your coworkers and your coworkers are what you need as a team, then maybe you don't need to be there. Maybe you need to find some other place that does that same thing, or you need to move to a different department in there. Do you not like them because they're not cooperative? Do you not like them because they think that um
He's a
they
douche.
criticize your work? Like, what is the reason that you don't like it? Like, it don't take much for me to be like, oh, okay, what, you want me to staple it on the left instead of on the right? I quit. I ain't coming back no more. Like, it don't take a lot for me to to not be happy and say, I'm not going to keep staying someplace that I don't want to be. So if you don't like the job, then go ahead and move on. Like, you're punishing yourself for something you don't have to. You're putting yourself through this. I don't like my coworkers, and let me go. I ain't going to stay here and deal with these people. I ain't like the project I was on. I'm leaving. I ain't like my old supervisor. I'm leaving. And if it's the place that you're supposed to be, you'll come back. Like I said, this is my 3rd time coming back to that job. And now I love it because the circumstances are what I asked for. You don't have to settle for anything. You don't have to stay in any place. Nobody's making you there. You don't owe them a debt that you're working off. You're not an indentured servant. You can leave whenever you want to. A lot of times we put ourselves in these situations and be like, oh my gosh, I just hate my job. I hate getting up and going in the morning. Then why do you go? Go to some other place. There are millions of places that are hiring. Are you looking for another job, or are you content with just coming and complaining about what you don't like about the job? So leave. If they take advantage of you, then you know how to say no, right? They're taking advantage of you because you're allowing them to take advantage of you.
Mhm.
Nobody can take advantage of you. Don't want to. If you're listen, let me tell you this: if your shift ends at 5 and they're not coming in until 5:30, then we need to have a little meeting and we need to CC our manager on it. Hi, Chrissy, it's 5:30. I need to go because I have to go. Blah blah blah. Why were Can you please try to be making here on time? They're taking advantage of you because you're allowing them to. Nobody can do anything to you that you don't allow them to do. If I go to the store and I get them a 10 and my total was $4 and they only give me $3 back, I know how to count. I know that you owe me $3 more. So they're going to take advantage of me if I don't ask for my $3 back, or I'm going to ask for my $3 back and get it back. You're setting the stage. You're laying down and being the victim and then saying, well, I just don't know. But no, you know how to stand up for yourself. And you know what? That now I understand why 7 of Wands came up. Stand your ground. Stand on who you are. You could be the bitch. If listen, people think I'm mean all the time, and I bet you what they do is respect me. I could write you the nicest, nastiest email ever, but I'm honest about what I say and I'm truthful. People get mad at me all the time because I work in government regulations and I say no. I'm not personally saying no to you. The government said no, and I'm making you go by what the requirement is. You can be mad at me all you want to. What you're not going to do is get past me. You're not going to take advantage of me. I'm going to do what I'm required to do, and you're going to either live with it or you're going to go to somebody else. Stand your ground. They're taking advantage of you because you're allowing them to take advantage of you. We don't do pity parties. What we do is we stand up and we're not nasty about it, but we are gaining our respect and letting people know these are our boundaries. So in 2025, what's coming for you? Boundaries. Do
Mhm.
people think that you're mean? That's possible. But what they will do is respect you. I had a teacher when I was getting my master's. She said I'm mean to Halloween. She from the first day of school all the way through Halloween, she mean because she get their respect. And then for the rest of the year, she kind of let that down, and then she gets to have fun with them. But she's mean through Halloween. So what you go do is you go come to my classroom, you go do what you're supposed to do, and you go understand. what I'm trying to teach you, then we'll have fun once I know that you respect what I'm trying to teach you. It's hard to gain respect after you've let people walk all over you. So you need to stand up and decide, I'm not going to let these people do this to me. Exactly, Monshell. You teach people how to treat you. And if you go let people walk all over you, then that's what you go do. Your goal for 2025, set boundaries. Find a new job. Find something that you like doing where you like your coworkers.
Because that's why you isolate yourself. Because there's one person in particular that is a fucking douche canoe.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Listen, I will CC somebody. Listen, this lady told me I was wrong. I CC my manager. John, can you please clarify to blah 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 that this is the rule and this is why the rule is and this is where the rule came from. And when he came back and was like, Angie, you are correct, she shut the fuck up. Stand on your ground. Stand on what information you have. If you know you right, then stand on what you know you right. Don't be having emotional breakdowns. Listen, this guy used to get on my nerves every week when we would go in a meeting. I just started saying my affirmation. I used to be like, you know what? Today is going to be a good meeting with, it was two Johns, my manager John and this douche John. And the douche John, I used to be like, today is going to be a great day. I would say I believe in infinite abundance. All my wants and needs are met. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'll be like, today's going to be a great meeting. He's going to give me all the information I need. We ain't going to have no problems. It's going to be that. And slowly over time, it turned exactly into that. And now we are good friends. He always be like, I want Angie to work on my stuff because we had to set those boundaries. I had to let him know I'm not personally doing this to you. These are the rules and guidelines, and that's what I'm working on. Inner Dreamer said, Tanya, read the Boundaries book by Henry Cloud. Awesome book. There you go. There you go. Listen, you either want to be liked or you want to be respected, and I'd rather be respected. All right, Miss Christina, are you ready? Or Tina, as Terry Berry says.
Or just a mom is what we call her.
Exactly. Marcel. So after Christina is Inner Dreamer, Miss Ruby Jewel, Cookie Victoria, Curly Girl, Bonnie, and Tammy. And I saw a couple other people, but I don't know if we're gonna have time because we already in the 2 hour mark. Jesus Christ, people. So let's roll through. Tina, where you at? Are you still here? Oh, did she want to read, or did she just what? She do. She did want to read.
She did. I don't know if she's still here.
All right, well, let's see who's next.
Hey, just a mom. Yes. Wanshell, yes, that is Tina.
Well, she comes back in the next few minutes. We'll see. Inner Dreamer, you're up. Miss Ruby, you're after that.
We would be more on time, Kina, if you were back here, like pinning all of the questions and all of the people in order and not just sitting in the parking lot.
Tina, I hope you bite your tongue on the next chomp of food you eat.
What?
I hope she bite her tongue on the next piece of food she chew.
Mm-hmm.
Did Inner Dreamer say she was here?
I got this boba drink. I think it just pulled out my filling.
Oh, Lord. I had one of them and it was not good. Angel, hey, Angel. She said hi to everybody in the chat. Okay, Inner Dreamer stepped out too. Good Lord, people. Ruby, are you here? Cookie Victoria. Listen, I'm about to call a name. Whoever holler first get it. Christina, Inner Dreamer, Ruby Jewel, Cookie Victoria, Curly Girl, Bonnie, or Tammy.
Christina's here. Christina's
All
here.
right.
Tina,
Okay.
Miss Tina is here.
All right, you got it. Let me go back.
Okay. shit on my cards.
Hey, Miss Pam, that's unbalanced Libra. Hey, Pam.
Hello,
I had that
Pam.
boba tea, and something ain't right about that. Okay, something ain't right about it.
This is not Thai. This is a Royal House milk tea.
Let me say this: milk don't go in tea. Like coffee ain't supposed to be cold. Milk don't go in tea. I just can't do it.
Coffee
But I
is
guess
supposed
that's
to
what
be.
creamer is too, huh? I guess so.
Oh my God.
All right, Christina wants. Do you want a general? Is that what you asking for? Because you didn't say. Hi, Mike Reese. No love readings, because I feel like Mike is about to ask for a love reading. We ain't doing no
No,
love reading.
Mike is not asking for a love reading. That's my friend Solace. He don't want no love reading. He's just here to support.
All right, inner dreamer. Nice to see you
Okay.
back. Tina, get out our chat. The only comment I see is, are you not seeing my comment? What other comment did you put in there?
She said,
Did I miss
ma'am.
it?
I don't think so. I don't see one. It's so weird. Christina said, I'm here. I'm here. And that she was excited.
Oh, we want to know what your question is. Did you have a question or did you just want a general? You just wanted to rain money. Look, Mike, we on the same page. Listen, let's both dial into that frequency and have it just rain money.
Hello, Miss Christina.
All right, I'll do a general because I don't remember what she said.
I don't.
You can go ahead, Miss Sherry Berry. I have to sort out what they're showing.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I get the Queen of Hearts. The Queen is Cups. Cups is emotion, love, relationship, family. The Queen of Hearts is in this position is talking about your soulmate, your ideal partner, that person that you want to have in your life forever. This is what you're thinking about and that you're dreaming about, and that you feel as if are you questioning that you're a good partner for your current partner? I mean, okay, that's kind of a weird thing that I'm getting. So then I get the King of Diamonds. I'm going to sit on that. The King of Diamonds, it's a man of wisdom, man of money, like things go forward, the things that you like and you need and that you do are, God, what the fuck is this? This is about your partnership, your relationship with your husband, because then I got the Two of Cups. Like everything that's telling me is like you, which like I think I already know, is that you have a really good, strong marriage, but sometimes you doubt or question, or am I doing this, or should I keep doing this? I'm doing this for the kids, blah, 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 blah. But I think what I'm getting is that you guys are a match, or you guys are a good together, that you guys are where you need to be. And when your children are grown, this is the person that you need to be with, or that you are with. This is the person that you will be sitting on that front porch and talking to the chickens, basically. This is the man for you. This is the person that you are, and you are his idea as well. There are bumpy times, there are bumpy things, there are things that make you question and make him question. But you guys are meant to be together because this is the queen and the king, and this is the hearts. Like, come on now. Right? It was whatever you're going through with this partnership, it's over. Like it's coming to an end. Like the whatever this there's there's like some kind of strife, but it's coming to an end. Like everything going forward is going to be really good. I don't like doing these kind of questions with people I know. So I think that everything going forward is going to be awesome for you and this partner. You're just like at this really weird rough patch, but it's going to be okay. I hope that helps. I don't get it, but this is what I got. Miss Angie.
I was muted and I kind of got up. I was reading Inner Dreamer's question and it got thrown off. But Miss Christina, and I went over this over and over and over in my head. They show me you, it's nighttime. So for me, nighttime is either something you're doing in secrecy, something that has shame, or something that you just don't want people to know about. For some reason, or it's just nighttime. But there is a car that is flying down the city streets because I can see lights coming in both directions. Their streets are lit up in this dark time, and the car is flying down the street. But you're outside of the car on a skateboard, like on the hood of the car. So you're putting yourself in a dangerous position that you don't need to be put in. You're putting yourself in a position that is going to get yourself hurt, is how they're showing it to me. It's not something that you need to do. They keep showing it to me as a young boy. So if it's not you, do you have a teenage son that is putting himself in a position that could get him in trouble? Because they keep showing me somebody doing something reckless and they're putting themselves in this position and they don't have to be put in this position. It's a young boy on the skateboard. So if it's not you, do you have a son or a youth that would be putting himself in a position that he in a dangerous position that he does not need to be putting himself in. And they're saying, be careful. Everything isn't the way that you think it is, or everybody isn't who you think they are. So if this isn't for you, then it's for the youth that I keep seeing on this skateboard that is a male. Um, what they're saying is like this is your wake up call. This is your chance to see that you're moving in the wrong, that what you're moving too fast. You're putting yourself in a dangerous position, and what you're doing is reckless. Like being on a skateboard on the hood of a car that's speeding down the street in the middle of the night with into oncoming traffic is dangerous. It's reckless, and it's something that you don't have to do. So if it's not you, again, is there a youth in your life that would be doing this? Because they keep showing me a young boy on the skateboard or a younger teen on the skateboard. And then you as an exasperated, like you as the 9 of Wands. So you're tired. Um, you're tired. You feel like you're just giving the same advice or you're saying the same thing over and over and over and over again, and you don't know how to reach this person, and so you're at your wits ends. Like your hair is just kind of fried and you're just tired. Like I just don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to get this through to this person. And sometimes you just have to go to your higher power to say, what do I need to say in order to make it through, to make this person understand what it is that I'm trying to say or how I'm trying to help them. Sometimes you have to say, because a lot of times before I start the live, I'll say, help me to reach the people at a level where they can understand what it is that I'm trying to say. I might be saying all the right things, but I may be saying it at a level that they haven't reached yet. So bring us to that same level where we can meet and where the words that I'm saying make sense to this person so that they can learn from somebody else's example without getting themselves in trouble. So you are saying the right things. They don't want you to be discouraged in that. It's just whoever you're saying it to, it isn't reaching them. So what you need to do is find that common language that both of you understand so that this person can receive what you're trying to say to them. And that's the big vision that I got for you, is that somebody is not doing, somebody is putting themselves in a reckless situation, and you are tired of having the same discussion with them over and over and over again. So again, figure out how to reach them on their level
Okay.
or kind of move on. So that's what
Well, it makes sense with my reading. It's like you two are the good couple, the soulmate couple, and if you have that united front as that couple, then whatever you're going through, whatever that's the five of spades, whatever you're going through makes perfect sense to me now. Like whatever the issue is, whatever these steps are, that but you two work together on it. So that makes more sense after, because I was like, I don't understand this reading. I have a feeling that
find
they're
that common ground. Again, what did
yeah
we say about you? Learning to navigate in a healthy relationship. Just because it's a healthy relationship doesn't mean that you always get it right. You're still going to have conflict. We got to find common ground. One of us can't be hit. We got to find common ground.
yeah, that
And
makes
I
more
feel like they
sense.
need to find common ground.
Okay.
So I hope that helps you out. They do keep saying that the money won't come until this is resolved. So is one of you trying to get a raise? Like I feel like you are the sensible, logical one, and this person is kind of like, oh, well, we can make some fast money. Let's do that, or let's do what you're more sensible, down to earth. Let's budget this. Let's make the right decisions, and they're saying the money won't come until you're on the same page, because if we give you the money and you're not on the same page, it's going to cause even more conflict. So the money will come when you are on the same page, or when you decide what you're either going to decide to walk it through together or walk it apart. Once you decide, then the money will come.
How many more people do we have?
I think 6.
My thumb is starting to give out.
All right, Inner Dreamer is next. So whenever you're ready to go, you can go ahead and go, and I can finish up the last few. It's just a few of them.
Okay, let's go. We
All
got
right, let's
this.
go.
I'll let you know.
Inner Dreamer. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this right quick. You asked, what's my strongest gift and how should I use it? That's a personal thing between you and your guides. I'm not supposed to tell you what your strongest gift is. You should know what your strongest gift is from using your gifts. Do I hear people? Do I see visions? Do I give good advice? Do I heal people? Am I a good empath? That's between you and your God. That's a personal thing between you two. That's
Whew.
not something that I would know, because I'm not in your body. And that's not something that I would even, go to your guys and be like, hey, what should she be doing next? You have the abilities. It's all about practicing. What is it that, do you see visions? Do you hear people talking to you? Do you heal people? Are you a great person that feels empathy for people? That's a personal thing that I can't tell you. So that's what I got.
Same. Yeah,
It's
I
not
wouldn't be able
something
to
that
tell
I
you.
need to identify. It's something that you need to practice. That's why we encourage people to come to the free class on Tuesday nights. We have a free class every Tuesday at 6 p.m., 6 to 8 p.m., where we help you to develop your gifts. We don't tell you what your gifts are. We help you to develop them through the exercises. So I can't tell you what your strongest gift is. You have to develop that gift for yourself, because it's a personal journey for you. Nobody came to me and be like, Angie, you know what? Your visions are your greatest. I knew my visions were my greatest because I could see all the time. That's how my guide spoke to me, was through pictures, or I could hear them in my ear. And then they started giving me the feels. So how did I know what my gifts were? I used them and I utilized them. I don't have to, you don't need somebody to tell you. You need to utilize your gifts, and then that'll be the strongest, because they can diminish or they can increase or decrease. I had our mentor said that when they wanted her to use one of her other gifts, they diminished her other gifts. Like maybe they'll take your vision away in order for you to hear more, or they'll take your hearing away for you to see more. So that's a personal thing that you have to utilize your gifts to see what they are. Asking me to tell you what it is isn't gonna help you to develop it. because that's your strongest right now. But it doesn't matter. Like again, I used to say all the time, I'm not good at mediumship. Our mentor said stop saying that, so I stopped saying it. You know what? I am good at mediumship now. You have to use your gifts. It's not somebody telling you what your gift is. All right. So who's next? It would be Miss Ruby Jewel, and I ain't heard her say nothing at all. Ruby Jewel, I don't think it's here. So Cookie Victory, if Ruby Jewel comes in, we'll come back to her, but I haven't heard her. So Cookie, Victoria, Curly Girl, Bonnie, and then Tammy. And Cookie wanted a general.
Are your comments coming up late? Like all Christina's comments just came up, and then Inner Dreamer's
They
comments just
come
came
up over the thing, but I don't know if it's any different.
Mm-mm. Okay. Nope. Okay. Like a bad habit. Oh, Miss Bonnie. Okay. Cookie Victoria.
Inner Dreamer, we just did your reading on what your gifts are. Go back about 5 minutes and you can get your reading. We just did your reading.
The Three of Clubs, the Four of Hearts, and the Three of Spades. So the Three of Clubs is work, money, career, business. Well, not necessarily money. The three is about growth. So this is talking about business obstacles or work obstacles that you have put in your way. Oh, that was interesting. You've created your own barriers. You have created the obstacles, whether it's fear or the I can't, or I don't know, or that's what I'm hearing is the I can't, or I don't know, or somebody says, hey, you could do ABC, and you're like, oh yeah, but I tried A, B, and C, and A, B, and C didn't work. So it's like you keep putting these obstacles in your way with your own personal growth, with your own stuff and development, with work. The Four of Hearts, hearts is four is destination, hearts is love, romance, and family. You, again, stagnation, not being able to move forward. You're putting these barriers in your way. This is what they keep telling me. You keep doing this. You keep putting these things in your path. You are not allowing yourself to grow. Then I have the Three of Clubs. The Three of Clubs is, again, growth. This is talking about setbacks and roadblocks. There's those barriers and fighting through and getting through them. So, Cookie, I think you need to change your stinking thinking. And I'm not going to sit here and powder coat anything right now. This is kind of like, this is you. This is you putting these problems in place. So I would suggest stop the stinking thinking. Instead of saying I can't, it's I can or I will. I am able. I am capable. I am amazing. I am strong. I can do this. It's moving that fear out of the way. It's moving that out of your way. Maybe again, let's talk about writing down the things that you're afraid of and then writing down the steps to get through those fears. I hope that makes sense for you. Angie, you look confused.
No. Cookie, are you trying to open a restaurant? Did you tell her something about a new opportunity or something? What'd you tell her?
I told her that she's putting the barriers up, that there's opportunity, but she's the one that's putting up the obstacles in her path.
Okay, that's what I focused on, and I didn't want to lose that thought. Are you trying to open a restaurant or your own business and you keep talking yourself out of it? Is that what the issue is? Like, what is it that you're trying? Because they show me you like working at a counter and serving people. So is it a service that you're trying to give to people? Is that it? You're trying to provide a service, or you're trying to establish your own business, and you're not sure that it's something that people want or that you would be um the classes are online through Zoom. This little tickler that's going across the bottom that says to join class, email A5 says yes at gmail.com or Sonora Mystic Tarot at gmail.com. Email either of those and say, I want to get the link to class. It's a private Zoom link that only the people who have the Zoom link can attend the class. It's not recorded. We are very open in there. We have a good time. We practice, and we are every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Tuesday. And there's just a good group of us, and we are on camera. So be prepared to be on camera. Be prepared to do exercises. It may be with tarot cards. It may be with regular cards. It may be with a pendulum. It may be anything. We always have a different exercise that we want you to do. So come prepared and be ready to jump in. You don't get to observe. You get to jump in. We put you right to work as soon as you get in there. So come in and be prepared to get right to work. Okay, so you want to get into the housekeeping business. Okay, because I see you. Okay. So I see no judgment zone. It's true. We ask you to come in and suspend all disbelief. Don't come in thinking, having preconceived notions about what it's going to be. Just come in and enjoy it and you'll love it. So Cookie, I see you wanting to start a business, but being afraid that nobody will want the service that you are offering. I don't see you doing a cleaning. I do see you behind a desk, but I don't see you doing a cleaning service. You don't cook. You don't prepare food or any kind of way, because I see you more in a restaurant business or in that kind of business. I don't see you cleaning or like hotel front desk, like concierge or something like that. Oh, not having much support. So one thing we always tell people when they're trying to get into the metaphysical, find your tribe, find your team of people who are on a like-minded or who are going to support what it is that you want to do. So whatever industry it is that you want to get into, then you need to find people who are doing that thing. If you want to get into housekeeping, then you look up cleaning services online and then go and talk to them about what it is that they're trying to do, and you could interview several different cleaning service groups and be like, oh, okay, um, do I want to do this? What if I want to do it on my own? Talk to some people who do it. Ask some people what they would want, what they would pay for that service, because I do pay for that service. And I started with an agency, Tidy Casa, and then my person left Tidy Casa, and now she just has me as her regular client. So you have to find the support. It's not always going to be from family. My mom does not believe in this at all. You think she gonna be on here watching me do this? You think she gonna support me doing this? No. But do you think I'm not gonna do it because she don't do it? No. She's living her life the way she wants, and I live my life the way we want. Does that mean that I don't talk to her? I talk to her all the time. We just don't talk about this. Find the people that support you. I have people like Sherry Berry. I have people like my sister Keena. I have people like Bonnie. I have people like Angels. All these people in the chat who are into what I'm into, and that's where I get my support from. So you have to find a body of people who are on the same page as you, who are either entrepreneurs. You need to find an entrepreneur group online. You need to find a group of people who want to get into the business that you want to get into. You need to find a group of people who will support you in the way that you need to be supported. It doesn't always have to be family. This group that you're in now, there's a lot of people in here who've started jobs, who've done the entrepreneurial thing. That's another thing that you can get. Don from Sonora Mystic Tarot, I think that's one of the ways that he's going to be going this year, is giving advice to people on how to start businesses or consulting and helping people in that avenue, or maybe coming up with classes for that. But look for Don to be doing those things too. But it's you talking to people who are in the business of what you want to do, and finding that support group for yourself. Because I definitely see you working behind a desk and providing a service to people. And I see you being very good at it. You're a little bit timid So they're showing me the strength card, meaning that you need to step up. They're showing me the strength card and they're showing me the Queen of Swords because the Queen of Swords speaks her mind. And my throat is a little bit hurting right now because you don't speak up. You don't say what you want to say because you think that you're not going to be right. Know your shit and be on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't give people a reason to doubt what you know. If you know it, you know it. And if you're wrong, then you correct it and you get the right information. But never be ashamed of asking a question or being wrong because that's how you learn. That's how you learn. But I do see you being successful. You just have to stand up and speak up.
Quit putting the barriers in the way. I mean, do you have the fear of failing and the fear of success? The fear is stopping you. That's your barriers.
And
So
another
you
thing, stop
move
telling
those
people what you
barriers.
want to do. That sometimes can put a monkey wrench in your plans too. So say I want to be like, oh, okay, you know what? I want to start my online tarot business. And then I go and tell somebody, they be like, girl, ain't nobody gonna be coming to you. That's voodoo. That's this, that's that. So now they done put doubt in me and I don't even want to do what I wanted to do when that could have came from my higher power, but I let somebody else. And that's why my guides tell me a lot of times, shut up. You ain't got to tell nobody nothing. Don't nobody need to know what you're doing. This is what we told you to do. You do it and then let it speak for itself. You don't need to be telling everybody what we tell you to do. You do. Look, real G's move in silence. Remember that. Real G's move in silence. So be quiet. Don't tell everybody what you want to do. Just do it. You don't have to tell everybody, oh, this is that. Find somebody who is in support of what you do, and that's who you confide in. Don't confide in people who don't believe in you. Find another circle of friends. Your circle of friends is either a cage or there's somebody that's lifting you up. So are they trapping you in and keeping you where you are, keeping you down where you're at? Or are they lifting you up and helping you to provide and see opportunities that were not there? This group that we're in, our Tuesday night group, or this group of metaphysical people, we help each other out. Oh, did you think about doing that? Did you think about doing this? Did you? We're always supporting each other and
Oh
trying to help
my
each other
God,
out.
they're a pain in the ass.
We are that way, a pain in the ass in the supporting you. Yes, you could do it. What about this? Oh, you know what? I have a friend named Sherry Berry who can make some teas that'll help you sleep. Oh, I have a friend named Sherry Berry who can make some teas that'll help you with your PCOS. Oh, I have a friend named Sherry Berry who could do a reading for you. We support each other in that way. You need to find that group of people who will support you
Oh,
in that way.
Sherry, why don't you come down to Mesa Farmers Market and get a booth and blah, 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 because you'll be great at this. I love my friends. I'm just giving them shit, but they are very, very supportive. And they are like, hey, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's try this.
You're not messing up. You said, am I messing up where I'm moving out of fear? You're not
No.
messing up. But you are letting your fear override you. And this is what I say because you seem like a praying person. Ain't nothing on this earth higher than the source that I believe in. My God, my Lord, my Jesus, my whoever it is. Ain't nothing on this earth higher than that. And I ain't gonna never let nobody on here tell me that I can't be something that my higher power done told me to be. If your higher power can't help you to get out of the situation you in, or your higher power is not stronger than a group of people that are around you, you believing in the wrong higher power. You're limiting your higher power by being in fear. What you afraid of? What are you afraid of? A no? Afraid of somebody who ain't paying your bills, telling you that you made a mistake, telling you what they shoulda, coulda, woulda do? Honey, the only person you need to worry about is who's signing them checks for you. If your best friend think that it's a bad thing for you to be cleaning somebody else's place, then don't clean her place. She not paying your bills. Don't let fear hold you back. Your higher power is always there to protect you and to help you. Do you have a deceased grandmother? Who's the older lady in your life that is always trying to help you to move forward, or always trying to tell you to have a backbone? She would be the person that would tell you to stand up straight and not be hunched over or not be kind of bent over. Who is the older lady in your life? Who is that? There's an older deceased lady. I feel like she had gray hair when she passed. But she's always, and did she smoke a cigarette? Like, did you have an older lady in your life that smoked a cigarette who would have been no nonsense and who would have been telling you, hey, Don't do that.
I
Don't
just
let
saw a
these people think you.
cigarette right before you said cigarette. I saw cigarette, like cigarettes.
Exactly. I see an older lady smoking her cigarette, telling her, "Girl, these people don't mean shit to
These
you."
people,
Like
yeah,
she the type of person that would have cussed and fussed and would have told you, "You better get yourself together because I ain't raised no fool or ain't no we ain't
yeah.
about to have it."
She's like,
Okay.
set up straight.
Exactly. She's the person that is always standing behind you, always trying to help you out. And you go to them instead of going to her. Listen, let me tell you one thing, and this is the last thing because we got a couple more people and Miss Sherry Berry Thumb is messed up, but we got to get on out here. And I got to get Brenda back to school. Y'all know, get Brenda back to school. Um, Energy is never created or destroyed. Your grandmother is not gone. She's just no longer here in the physical where you
Press.
can touch her, hold her, whatever. You can still communicate with her. You can write her a letter. You can listen to her favorite song. You can watch her favorite movie. You can call out to her. Remember, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was saying when I miss my favorite cousin, I used to write to him every single day in my journal, dear Waddell, and I would tell him how my day was. Dear Granny, dear Grandma, dear whoever. Write to them, cook her favorite food and just sit in it. Sit there, go for a walk and do the things. What's with the flowers? Did she used to plant sunflowers or did she plant flowers? What's with the flowers? Is that something that she used to do? Because they're showing me flowers that she would plant in the yard, and she was very, very proud of where she lived. Like she kept a clean house and she liked things to be a certain way. And she ain't had no problem by cussing you out, and she ain't allow nobody in her kitchen when she was cooking. Or is this my grandmama coming through? Because she sounds like
No,
she don't play.
she don't play.
You don't have time to meet who? Oh, you didn't have time to meet her. It doesn't matter if you met her in the personal. She's here with you in the spiritual, trying to guide you along. I never met any of my grandfathers, but when I got Samuel, he was like a grandfather energy to me. So I kept him as a grandfather energy. Just because you didn't meet her in person doesn't mean that she isn't trying to guide you along and be that person that supports you. You can ask her mom about her. You can ask other relatives about her and see if what I'm saying makes sense, or see if what kind of person she is and see if that's the energy that you get when she's around. You can ask her to show you something to let her know it's you. Show me a pink barrette. Show me a pink ribbon. Show me a red sports car. Whatever it is that you need to show so you'll know that it's her when it's her around. Give me the smell of orchids when you're around. What is chocolate chip cookies? So I'll know when you're around. When my dad comes around, I smell alcohol. That's how he lets us know he's around. I smell still alcohol because he was an alcoholic. Allow her to give you something that you share that you know that it's her all the time. So she's around trying to help you out. Come back to our chats. Like I said, Monday through Friday, one of us is on every single day this week, every single day, every single week. So as long as you're subscribed to all of us, you'll be able to find us. You'll be able to find somebody online who'll give you that positive energy that you need. Okay. So Curly Girl, you're next. Then Miss Bonnie, and then Tammy. Jewel never showed up, so I took her off the list. So we have just these three.
Okay.
You smell cigarettes. Okay, then that's your personal thing to let you know when she's around. And when you smell those cigarettes, just be like, Grandma, is that you? Are you trying to tell me something? Is it something that you're trying to show me? Talk to her like you would talk to me, or write it down if you feel uncomfortable and talk to her in that way. Or take a walk and do it. But she's around, and I do see you being successful in your business. Just first stand your ground, find your courage, and find that group of people who support you in whatever it is that you want to do. Come back on Wednesday evening. That's when me and Don is on because he's the person that helps with business. Wednesday evenings at 6 o'clock is when me and Don is on. Or Thursday mornings about 8 a.m. These are all Arizona Mountain Standard Times. Is when Don is also on with Miss Shauna. So come back. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Sherry.
Okay. I I'm just gonna say this, and I don't need to. I don't want to spill anybody's tea or anything, but these cards are kind of dark. Okay, so I have the King of Spades. The King of Spades is a cruel man, a violent man, A very man or woman, but usually a man, very violent, cruel, jealous, vindictive, hateful, ugly fucker. And you've been through that. Like, I'm feeling that you've been through whatever he is, whatever he's projected out there. Um, okay, so then the seven of spades is talking about tears and angry and like the card literally says tears, blood, war, violence is not too far away. No, please spill the tea, knock the whole pot over. Okay. Um, are you in a relationship or you were in a relationship with a fucked up human being? That's
You are
that's
so
what
on the
this
money. You are so on the money.
that's what this is going through. So then I get the five of spades that's telling me that this prolonged bullshit will be coming to an end. It's going to be over, but you need to let go of all of those emotions. But how the fuck do you let go of those emotions when you've been through such stuff? And I don't necessarily know that this was a physically violent person or a narcissistic violent person, but there's definitely some abuse going on in there. I'm not sure if it's a parent or a lover or a partner or fuck, but it is ugly. Like, it is so fucking ugly. Like, it makes me mad, like really mad, because I just don't want to see anybody else go through that, male or female, go through that. But I'm really happy to
Yeah,
know that there's an
last
end
year.
to it. Okay. So there's an end to it. I hope that you are getting therapy. I hope that you are getting uh, the help that you need to get through, get past all this, get it gone. There's still some ties. There's still some shit that's still there lingering. Definitely therapy is needed. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I am so sorry that you've had to go through this. I've been there on both ends of it, the physical with one person and the mental with another person. I'm so glad for my tribe and my friends. Okay. I'm so glad for my tribe and my friends because they were they were never around me for the physical, but that was like a million years ago. But they were definitely around. I didn't open up and let them know what I was going through until after I was through it, but they were there to help me pick up the pieces. And they're like, girl, pick yourself up. But yeah, this is, God dang, another. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, there's just fuck. It was ugly. I'm really sorry. This is disgusting. But please keep working on yourself. Please keep working and cutting those ties and breaking those bonds. No contact, no contact, no contact, no contact, no contact. I don't give a shit what this person does. This is a very yucky person. No physical, but through therapy, I've realized the emotional aspect. Yes.
Curly girl, watch Darling Alice or Dear Alice. I think it's Darling Alice on I want to say Netflix or Hulu. I'm so bad at it, but it's about a girl who was going through psychological or emotional abuse at the hands of her boyfriend. And he didn't physically do anything to her, but he knew how to say the things that would punch her buttons. And her friends was just like, oh, hell no. And they went to war for her. And so you need to watch that movie. It'll help you. Like, like sometimes seeing somebody else go through what went through and survive, and it helps us. So you like, it's Darling Nikki or Dear Nikki. It's Anna Kendricks, who plays in it from Pitch Perfect and from whatever the other show was. Darling Alice. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, that's good. I think that's what it's called. But it is on Netflix or Hulu. I can't remember which one. I'm trying to block this person. Okay. So All right. So this is what I see, and I'm gonna roll through it real fast because I know we gotta go. I got the strength card for you. So what I saw immediately was I saw like a body of water and a boat out to shore, and you looking out like you're on a raft and you're looking out and you're anticipating a storm to come. Like you're waiting on the other shoe to drop. You're waiting on something to happen to bring you some kind of calamity. Like you're waiting on the bad thing to happen. And so the strength card came up for you because you need to stand strong in this. This is a situation where it's going to take a lot of inner strength and a lot of your own personal fight to get through this. You know, the strength card, you need to have that fight in you, but justice is coming. Are you waiting on something? Like, is there like you felt locked out of the situation is how they're showing it to me. So are there some things that need to be returned to you or some monies that you're expecting? Like you're expecting something, and I feel like the justice card is going to give you that vindication or whatever it is that you are waiting on. Because I felt like there was a loss. You lost more than just a relationship. Like you lost some physical things, and you're trying to regain some of that thing, either monetary money or just physical items that were lost and taken from you. You are getting to a better way of thinking. You are thinking more positive. You are knowing that you are more worthy, that you deserve better than what you've received. So you do understand that this is something that you don't have to put up with. You are seeing things better. I love the way that they do it because look at this. All that stuff that you went through, and look at that light shining through as you climb up and get to a higher level. The higher you go, the more you see, the better you are. You're getting the clarity that you need. But then you're still addicted to that pain because you know the pain. You're still holding on to that pain because you know the pain. And if I hold on to the pain, then I'll remember how bad it hurt. And then maybe that'll keep me from going back to them, but it'll also keep you from moving forward. We don't want to hold on to the pain. We want to work through the pain. We want to get through the things that made us sad. We want to get through the things that led us to where we were so that we can get past them. We don't want to hold on to them because they're familiar. We want to work through them so that we can get beyond them. Okay? Exactly. So you are trying to I feel like a lack of justice. You gave too much. Again, you're gonna get the look. Best revenge is your paper. Beyond the book of Beyonce, the best revenge is your paper. How do you make it forward? You do better. You move on. You don't even think about them. You don't have to call on them. You don't have to need them. When they see you, they wondering how you got off better than what they were doing. Success is your best revenge. So your justice is coming, but I feel like there's something that you felt like you didn't get monetarily. Like, do you guys have debt together or something like that? Is that what it is? Because I feel like there's something that you feel is due to you. If it's an apology, let it go because this person
Let
is
it go.
always
He
going
is
to have
not
that
going to
control over you.
apologize.
If you think that you're going to get an apology out of him, if you think writing him a Dear John letter telling him, oh, this is the reasons I feel like this, and I feel like you should apologize, girl, write that letter to yourself, burn it, set it on fire, roll it up and smoke it like a blunt, whatever you do, don't give it to him because he don't care and he not going to change. It is what it is and move on. Do not expect that apology from this person. Keep living your life. Being your best you is what's going to make you happy. But I do feel like justice is coming for you. You're getting the clarity. Let go of that pain. Move forward. Enjoy. Okay. So Miss Curly Girl, I hope that helps you out. You do need to re-listen to Beyonce, honey. Let me tell you, you need to listen to that Renaissance CD and you need to listen to Lemonade. Lemonade to help you you start off with that, dang, I kind of feel bad. And then she just kind of get you, she just kind of pump you up. And then that Renaissance, you be like, I ain't got time for this. And then you hit that Carlberg Carter. Keep it all moving. Beyonce will speak to you every single time. And so and full moon and bay leaves. Bam. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. Full moon coming, release whatever no longer serves you. Put his name on a bay leaf, set that bad boy on fire, send it off
Yes,
to the universe.
motherfucker.
Set the intention that you're breaking those ties. You don't want to think about, you don't want to see, you don't want to be, you don't want to be in the same vicinity to him. If his energy is coming, send my energy in a different way. If his energy is near, send me in a different way. Excel me, put me in another city, put me in another state, put me in another country, put me in another atmosphere where I don't have to see this person ever again. All
Ever.
right.
Send me an
Exactly.
email. Send me an
Exactly.
email. I will do big leaves. I will do bindings. I will do everything. You want
Exactly.
painful
So
magic? I will
I just listen.
do it.
Put his name on 5 bay leaves with the intention that you want to release this person from you. Set them bad boys on fire and let it go. If you want some other stuff, like some serious stuff, that's who you call, not me. Look, look at her. She probably got his leg in that cauldron right now. I'm telling you. All right. You're welcome, Curly Girl. It was good to see you. You have been a ride or die. We love seeing you in the chat. All right, Miss Bonnie, you're next, and then Tammy, you're last. Yeah, we're done. Get them bay leaves out, baby. Look, you put his name on a whole pack of them bad boys and just set the whole pack on fire. Let them know you mean business.
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 Business. You want
All right.
anything more
So
done? I got you.
exactly. All right. So Miss Bonnie, I think she wanted for her highest and greatest good. That's what Miss Bonnie said. Oh, they're not hard to burn. Let me show you what Miss Sherry Berry gave me. Make it so easy to burn. Boom, 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 boom. Miss Sherry Berry, they sell these online. These little charcoal things right here. You can go online, you get
Amazon.
100 of them for $9.99. Just put in a charcoal disc on Prime, on Amazon Prime. You can get 100 of these. You set this on fire. You light this, and then put your bay leaves on it. And this little charcoal disc will burn whatever you put on it. I put my sage on it. I put my Palo Santo on it. It's just a little charcoal disc, and it'll just burn out by itself. But make sure you put it in a dish that can hold
A,
whatever it is, like that
a,
cauldron that she got. So just
a
put it in
fire
there,
safe dish.
a
Cat.
fire safe dish.
The fuck?
Set this on fire, set your little bay leaves on top of it, poof, they gone.
They gone.
Exactly. Faith, don't laugh at me. Faith laughed at me because I said you got his leg in that cauldron.
Oh, much more than his leg is in that cauldron.
Exactly. Put that penis in there. I bet he'll never use it again.
Every time he thinks of having anything to do, that's what I could do. Anytime he thinks about having whoop whoop with another person, he'll think of you and it'll go zoop.
I got mine online, Miss Bonnie, and I think didn't you get yours online too?
No, my
Your card?
daughter, we went to Karma's shop in Prescott when Karma had a shop in Prescott, and my daughter bought this for me for Christmas a couple of like
You
4 or
can
5
buy
years
them
ago.
online. Don't get that little tiny one that I got. Mine is about this big. It ain't that big. Miss Sherry can probably put a whole head in there. Just chop it on up, boop, boop, boop. Hers got a top to it too. Mine don't have a top. But you can't order them online. If you just
Oh,
go
look
on,
at my
listen,
little
Amazon Prime.
charcoal biscuit right in
Yep.
there.
You can order
I
them
want
online.
I want a bigger cauldron, but I'm gonna wait until I move. But I do want a bigger cauldron because the place that I'm envisioning for myself has a little backyard, and I will be.
Look at her just boiling people's organs. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I see
All right, Miss
myself.
Bonnie, you go ahead and get started with Miss Bonnie. I'm gonna have to do cards for Miss Bonnie.
Miss Bonnie, when are you going to? Oh, fuck. Okay. Miss Bonnie. So you have the Ace of Diamonds. Diamonds are pentacles. The Ace of Diamonds talks about money and abundances and new opportunities that are coming for you that are monies. Then I get the Four of Hearts, which talks about stagnation in your relationships, stagnation, and that you're waiting for change. The Four of Spades talks about what the fuck is this one talks about being immobile. It talks about not wanting to move forward. It talks about sitting in that pain and that grief. You are sitting in the pain and the grief. You are not allowing yourself to move forward. this is funny because I keep hearing relationship. And I've told you before when I've done readings for you before that you will have a relationship coming, but you need to let go of something to move on and not be stagnant in that relationship. And once you become non-stagnant with the relationship, you will have your abundances. You will have your new opportunities. You're still, what the hell is that cat doing? You're still stuck in this. And this is saying that you need to unstuck. You need to get out of that mindset and out of that thinking. An extra card for clarification talks about how you are having these doubts and this worry and, oh my gosh, am I really gonna, like, feeling powerless in that aspect. Stop it. My cat is nuts in that aspect. Sorry, my cat was distracting. He was like climbing up the window. But you're feeling powerless in the fact that you don't really want to put yourself out there to have your heart broken again. That I don't think your heart's going to be broken this time. I think that your heart is that person is going to come, and you need to stop doubting that person is going to be there. But the longer that you doubt that, the longer that it's going to prolong the situation and keep this person away from you. Again, when you remember that you are worthy, that you are all of that, it radiates out and it projects and it pulls people into you. And if you have that doubt, that also radiates out, and then you're not capable, it's not capable of projecting out there and pulling those people into you. So, ma'am, change your stinking thinking. Just change your stinking thinking. At your age, you're just a young chicken like me.
Exactly. Okay. So that makes sense when you were talking about not wanting to move forward, because what I heard was if the shoe fits, wear it. And I'm like, okay. So then they showed me you saying, so then I heard get a new pair of shoes. You need to buy a new pair of shoes because you're about to start moving. You're about to start walking. You're about to start
Yes.
forward movement. And so then I said, well, what's for her highest and greatest good? And the Page of Pentacles came out. And so I said, well, I know traditionally a Page of Pentacles is somebody youthful, somebody coming in to give you new information. But I had to look up what the Page of Pentacles was, and they were telling you it's that childlike energy, that childlike wonderment, that curiosity, you going out and trying to find out new ways to be creative, to be artful, to be to renew who you are. This is you recreating yourself, redoing who you are. But they're saying in person. I keep hearing in person. No matter what I hear, say I get in person. It won't be like through technology. Yours is going to be more in person. And then
It's so
I
funny.
keep teaching younger people. Like you are the person who has the information, and you're teaching younger people what they need to do or how they need to do it. And then I got the King of Cups, and I looked that up because I'm like, oh, okay, Cups, that's emotions. That's somebody who's in control of their emotions. But again, it's somebody who's inspiring, somebody who's in control, somebody who knows how to speak, somebody who's charismatic,
Oh
somebody
my
who knows
God,
how to
I
get people
just saw
to
her at
do.
an easel painting. I
Okay,
literally just saw
okay.
her. I saw
Okay,
her
because
at a
I'm like, what
painting
she's
class.
doing isn't like it's something physical. It wasn't something virtual. It was something like they made it creative. Okay, that's why they kept saying arts and creativity.
Art
Okay,
and
that's okay.
painting. I
Boom, got it.
just
So then I got the
shit
Queen
you
of
not.
Pentacles, and that's a person who knows how to make money. That's a person who's abundant. I like her because she's all lush green grass. There's growth around her. She's holding a pentacle in her hand. She knows how to make money. She knows how to attract money. She knows how to call it in. She is one with nature. She knows how to bring in the abundance and prosperity that she wants. So what they're saying is you're about to start moving. Are you ready for that new movement? And it seems to be in a totally different way than what you were thinking it was going to be, a totally different thing. But I see you teaching people. You could be learning too, but I see you a little bit in that teaching capacity as the elder person or maybe you're just correcting somebody who's trying to teach you something. But I do see you speaking your mind and letting people know about your experience. Like, hold on, I know a little bit about a little bit about a little bit about something. So you are speaking your mind. So I do see good things coming for you. Again, the pentacles, the creativity, and then that childlike um uh appeal where you're out trying to find things. That's how I see you. So I see all good things for you. But I had to go and read the definition of them cards because I'm like, Miss Bonnie is past the tradition. Y'all need to quit playing. She already done did all that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting it. You're on your
I
way, Miss
like.
Bonnie. Listen, go get them new shoes and lace them up. Go get you some of them new some new gym shoes. Lace them bad boys up because you about to be walking it out. You literally are about to be moving because they're showing me the 8 of Wands and you walking forward, but hearing and taking small steps. Like I don't feel like they're gonna show you the whole picture because you wouldn't believe it if they showed it to you. It'll be like them saying, "Well, you know you're gonna like." It'll be like showing Meghan Markle that she was going to marry Prince Harry. Ain't nobody believe in that. So they had to let her follow each of the little steps until she got to where she was. They're not going to show you the whole thing. They're going to see if you're going to follow each step, boom, 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 and make those steps. And again, I do see you moving on, like moving from where you are to a new location. I just don't know where that is. And they're saying, are you going to follow the steps? Like it feels like they're going to lay out crumbs. Are you going to pick those breadcrumbs up and move along with them? A series
Bye,
of steps
sister.
to get to where they want you to go. All right.
I
And so
love you,
then the last
sister.
word. Thanks, Wanshell, for being in the chat. I love having you in the chat all the time. And I always call you by your full name and not Candy, even though Sherry be trying to make me call you Candy, but I ain't going to do it. All right. So the last person we have is Miss Tammy, and I hope that helps you out, Miss Bonnie. But good things, good things. You are well on your way to amazing
I
things. Tammy, are you still here? Hi, Carly, love. Nice to see you. We're at the very
love.
end. We're at 3 hours. We're got to get out of here. Sherry fingered on went batshit crazy. She can't take no more. She's ready to go. So Tammy, if you're not here, we are out.
Actually, this is the first time it is moved without like clicking in a long time, but I still don't have a lot of movement. So, okay, financial. I see the hand specialist on the 23rd.
So what are they thinking? Like surgery? Is that what you need to talk to Miss Bonnie because she's had the condition that you had, the trigger finger thing. She's had it before.
Goodness, the only thing I can think of is like, I hope that it doesn't ever interfere with me shuffling cards. And I've been really worried about um, the 19th with the event with the Sonora Mystic Tarot
You know they
Market.
moved it, right?
No.
It's in
When,
February now.
what? I'm.
It,
Thanks for telling me.
it's February 9th because they the bathrooms still aren't ready at the place.
Oh,
Remember the issue we went
no.
through last time? So they moved it to
Yeah.
February 9th.
Nope, I didn't know. When did they do that?
I think I heard it on Wednesday when me and Dom were on live. It may be just something that they just found out about, and they've just been changing like their Facebook ads and everything to say that it's February 9th.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I haven't even gotten an invoice for it yet. So that kind of works out for me because I need to like pay for an apartment. I mean, pay to apply for an apartment. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to do this?
Miss Bonnie said that she got steroid injections in her thumb. That sounds painful. No, thank you.
No, I don't want to do that. That doesn't even sound fun.
Miss Bonnie had 3 trigger fingers. Don't mess with Miss Bonnie. Listen, when you say she have three
Listen,
trigger fingers, that means pop, pop, pop. Don't do it.
it's my thumb. So I damaged this, and then this started acting up, and it's not doing it now.
How you
But
damage that? Was you pinching somebody? That seemed like you pinching somebody.
I was driving a golf cart.
I knew driving to get you in trouble eventually.
Lord. All right. Did
I'm gonna do a past, present, future on Miss Tammy because I feel like
for what's her greater good? Okay. Oh, I can't even read my cards anymore. Ah, okay. Uh, 8 of spades, 6 of diamonds, and 6 of clubs. So your 8 of spades says a lot of arguing, a lot of shouting, a lot of shit, a lot of confrontation, a lot of back and forth, and a lot of not sure. I just hear the shouting. I hear the frustration. I hear the argumentativeness of it all. The 6 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds is you're making good choices for you and your path. You're making the correct decisions for your money, even though like there's somebody that keeps standing in your way telling you you're doing it wrong, but you're not, you are doing it correctly. My 6 of clubs tells me that you have a clear, concise path and that you have a purpose and you've set your purpose and you've set your goals and with your career. So that is actually pretty good. So whatever this bullshit is, it's done. Let's move past that because these both are telling me that you have a good purpose and a good path. That financially these things are going to come to fruition for you. And then 10 of hearts is about fulfillment and opportunities and healthy relationships. And relationships do not have to be a partner or an intimate partner, a sexual partner. A relationship can be with you in work, or just think of the word relationship because it's telling me it's not a physical partner that you're having these relationship complications with, but that this will this is a good thing. Like your relationship with money is a good thing. Relationship with money. So it looks like for me, it appears that 2025, you may have a couple ups and downs with this argument, but you're on the right path and you're heading in the right direction. I hope that helps. Surgery. I don't want to have surgery, Bunny.
everything passed.
After a minute, it's fine. I don't even want to talk about it. No needles. We're not talking about that. All right, Tammy, I hope that helps.
Tammy, I did a past, present, future energy for you because I feel like you're sitting in a little bit of sadness and you're kind of feeling like that. They're showing me in that, oh, woe is me kind of energy. Nobody wants to be around me. Nobody wants to help me type energy. So I did a past, present, future. Your past energy was walking away. It was the 8 of Cups. So you usually with the 8 of Cups, you're walking away to something better, to a better opportunity, to the 9 of Cups, because after the 8 of Cups comes the 9 of Cups, which is wish. And I usually don't read these in reverse, but they told me to keep it in reverse because it's a missed opportunity. You had an opportunity that was presented to you and you did not take it. You did not walk away from whatever situation fast enough in order to get the opportunity. So you're going to have to wait for the next opportunity to come around for you. So you missed an opportunity. That was your past energy. You were supposed to walk away from something and this opportunity was supposed to come. Either you didn't exit this situation fast enough, and so you missed the opportunity. That's why I'm getting that as a missed opportunity. When I tried to get your present energy, it was hard, so I skipped it and went to your future energy. And for your future energy, I got the 5 of Wands in reverse, but again, I don't read reversals, and they did not tell me to keep this one in reverse. So this is conflict, but it's healthy conflict. It's what you need, and then it's reunion. So it's kind of like family and friends telling you, "Hey, you need to pull yourself out of this rut. You need to get it together." It's kind of like you hearing what you need to hear in order to move you forward. It's healthy conflict. It's conflict, which is at 5, but it's to help you to move forward. It's just people being like, hey, what is the problem? What do you need to do? Like, where is it's no nonsense good advice that you're receiving, either from a therapist, from a friend, but it's a reunion and it's people telling you what you need to hear. It's celebration. So you're reuniting with family or friends, but you're getting the information that you need to know. They're telling you so that's what your future is. You're going to reunite with family or friends or somebody, but they're going to give you some constructive feedback that you need to hear in order for you to move forward and to see it in a different way. Sometimes it's just a perspective. But just before I started going to a therapist so many years ago, um, my friends and family were telling me the exact same thing that they were telling me the exact same thing. I went to a therapist. I thought it was them just being like, oh, well, they think they know me so well, or they're just trying to be nice to me. But hearing it come from her, this was a totally different outside person. She was only hearing my side of the story, but she was telling me the exact same things that they had been telling me about getting myself together and getting myself out of that rut. And so sometimes it's just hearing it from a different person. So you're going to get it, but you're going to get some tough love, some what you need to hear in order to get yourself right. So people saying, hey, you do know that you can get yourself out of this situation. You do know that you don't have to live like this. So then I went back, and for your present energy, I got the King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody who is good at making business decisions, somebody who is passionate. Wands are passionate, usually has to do with business. A king is a good leader, is a good person who makes good, sound, logical decisions, who's also creative, and it's fire energy, which means that there is going to be movement and there's going to be some kind of fire under your ass to get you moving. So that's what I got for your past, present, future. So your 2025 is off to a slow start because you already missed an opportunity either late last year or the beginning of this year, but you're well into that mindset of thinking, okay, I got to get myself out of this rut. Nobody else is going to do it for me. And then, or maybe you haven't gotten there yet. And then this is them saying forward in order to see things a little bit different. You need a perspective change. And that's how I got it. All right, Miss Tammy. So that I hope that helps you. A slow start, but you are going to make progress once you realize that you're the person who has to get the ball rolling. You're not nobody else is gonna do it for you. You have to get it moving for you. All right. So that's what I got.
You're very welcome.
All right. It's good to see you, Miss Pam, Miss Bonnie. Glad you stuck in there to the end with us. All the rest of you that are in the chat, we love having you here. We'll be back next week. We will not be doing 3 hours next week, or maybe, you never know. But it was good to be back on with you again live, Miss Sherry Berry. It's been a long, long
It's
time,
been a long time.
but we're back
We
and we
are
had a
happy.
good day.
Yes.
So with that, we are going to be gone for the night, and you all have a great week, because this is the beginning of the week. Make it a great week. Again, say your affirmations. I believe in infinite
Mm-hmm.
abundance. All my wants and needs are met. And this is going to be a great week. This is a great week. Say it, believe it, know that it'll happen. I mean, is us. We out here giving out all this good information. She won't even come on her live, and then she coming in here just being me. Just change it to the grid.